Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Save the date for the biggest party of the football season. Join Pirate Radio on Thursday, September 10th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light. It's a night of great music, great friends, and pirate pride as the party returns to the Hilton Greenville and Greenville Boulevard. This year's special guest is ECU legend and Super Bowl champion Linval Joseph.
Ball's out, picked up by the Vikings. Joseph, can he win this long foot race? Linval Joseph, no flags, touchdown Minnesota.
Come welcome Linval back to Greenville, then dance the night away with live music from Trainwreck. Stay tuned to Pirate Radio for your chance to score free tickets to the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light, Thursday, September 10th.
And Jacobs is knocked back, and he didn't make it, and it was Linval Joseph.
Party like a pirate with Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Hi, I'm Shay Asby.
And I'm Beth Everett.
At NC On Point, experience the thrill of professionally guided quail, chucker, pheasant, and even duck hunts on one of North Carolina's premier hunting preserves. Whether you're a seasoned hunter or headed to the field for the very first time, we can make that day an unforgettable one. Don't have a bird dog? We've got you covered. Our experienced guides hunt with professionally trained bird dogs and a comfortable on-site lodge that lets you unwind after an incredible day in the field.
So gather your friends, book your hunt, and start making memories that last a lifetime. Visit nconpoint.com today. Go Pirates!
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Looking for Washington's favorite place to eat? The spot locals keep coming back to. Head to Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now open 7 days a week, Down on Main is serving up all your favorites. From the house salad with grilled chicken, to the half club and chips, to the crowd-pleasing fried shrimp plate. After a long day, unwind with dinner and drinks on the patio. It's the perfect place to relax and catch up with friends. And don't miss Wednesdays, half-price wings from 4 till close. Down on Main Street, right on Main Street in historic downtown Washington.
If you need an appliance fast, head to Appliances Superstore in Greenville. They have the largest selection of in-stock appliances in eastern North Carolina, including trusted brands like Speed Queen, so you can skip the wait and take home what you need today. Visit their new convenient location at 301 Plaza Drive and discover incredible savings on top brands. Visit their website, appliancessuperstore.com, and click the in-stock menu to shop the exact appliances they have ready today. Appliances Superstore. If it's in your home tomorrow, it's because it's in our store today. Go Pirates!
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
This is the Pirate Nation, and we are pirates because all you have to do to get us anybody excited here is go, Purple!
You guys are rocking. The city's awesome, and I love you guys.
Sumo Kongbe hit.
driven back. ECU standing tall.
The biggest thing about Pirate Nation is we kind of get it for as small a community as we are. We really get everybody involved.
Y'all are intimidating guys. I'm saying y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
We never lose a tailgate. That's the one thing. Undefeated.
Go Pirates! Yeah.
Live from the First Flight Credit Union Studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the First Flight Credit Union Studio. And coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We are on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. You can find us on the Pirate Radio app powered by Carolina Caliber. And we are on YouTube for the next 3 hours, bringing you another fun edition, football Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Got some guests to get to, including the Mully man, Mike Mullis. It's August. Football is in the air, but do have some baseball topics to hit with Mike Mullis today. We've already got a baseball question in the chat for Mully. You can get those questions in if you got one for Mike Mullis, who is here with us. Hour number 1. Coming up, hour 2, we'll continue our Appliances Superstore opponent preview. Today we'll talk about a team that beat East Carolina 2 straight years with a sleeveless fella, but the Pirates got him last year. The Charlotte 49ers. No Biff, Tim Albin, head coach there. We'll talk to Matt Swierad. We'll find out how to say his last name and find out about Charlotte football coming up in hour number 2. Also, Marlon Gunn. I just wanted to get Marlon Gunn on so I could say his name like Gus Johnson. And I'll talk about this with Mully. As the world turns with the NCAA and court rulings and what in the hell is going on in football, but Marlon Gunn, along with J.D. Lampley and Sam Danka, if whatever they're talking about goes through, would, I guess, technically be eligible to play another year of football. As we sit here, tomorrow's the first day of camp for ECU, back at practice. And, there's 3 guys out there they could add to the roster, maybe. We'll hear what Blake Harrell said about it on the Brian Bailey show earlier. I'll get Mully's thoughts on it. But we'll talk to Marlon Gunn about it. If offered, would he come back to play football at ECU? And we'll just catch up with what Marlon is up to. And also, Bryce Williams will join us on the show in hour 3 as we will talk Pirate football. Team reports back today and, again, gets underway with practice coming up on Wednesday morning. We'll go over some of his fall camp memories. We've got the Jackman Jackson on audio today. Intern Avery is here. We'll have another Jeremiah Melvin fact, as Avery has dropped several Jeremiah Melvin facts. So far, we have learned that new ECU wide receiver Jeremiah Melvin was a 4-star recruit in high school. We've also learned that he averaged 17 and 8 on the basketball court in high school. And we've learned that his first touchdown in college, a 27-yard touchdown reception against Western Carolina. Those are the 3 Jeremiah Melvin facts we know to this point. We'll have another one for you coming up today. And we'll find out if Jeremiah Melvin answered Avery's DM. We'll get an update on that as well. The Mully man's here. What's up, Mully?
Hey, buddy.
You tune into the show from every now and then, you've said.
Yeah.
Are you interested in the Jeremiah Melvin facts that we're bringing you? Are you familiar with this?
I know.
Jeremiah Melvin.
So ECU's got a 6'4 receiver. I love tall receivers. Everyone they bring in seemingly doesn't do well or play, but we're praying this is the guy.
Right.
We love Jeremiah Melvin.
Yeah, we got it. We got the, you definitely have his voice back there. We've heard that about 5 or 6 times, but
you cannot hear that enough.
Jeremiah Melvin.
Yeah. We're going to play it throughout the show.
Oh, good.
And throughout this hour.
All right. I'll be a half a segment guy. No, hopefully, man, I'll tell you what, I'm excited about football. You listen to Coach talk and kind of look at what all's going on, and, of course, the addition of Jeremiah Melvin cannot hurt a thing.
Is there a guy, Mully, that you – because even growing up, if you're like, who was your favorite player, I think Terry Pendleton was an MVP or an MVP candidate, but like Terry Pendleton or in basketball, like Mitch Richmond, like I never took like the main guy. I kind of like the ancillary guy. Was there ever a guy that you like picked out, baseball, basketball, football, thought was going to be good, never did anything, but you really liked the guy?
Well, and the name I had in my mind was not necessarily a marquee name, and it was a football guy, Mike Allstott.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I think I watched the positions that I played, in different sports. And, I mean, I was a, huge Benito Santiago guy as a catcher. But, he was a guy that obviously had a great career. I don't know that it was the absolute underdog type guys.
No, that's perfect. Allstott and Santiago. I mean, they were really good players, but never the best.
But now my favorite player of all time would be Cal. Yeah. So I mean, but I kind of all over the place, and there's a lot of quote unquote role players. I mean, Dat Nguyen, you remember him that played at A&M and then went to
Dallas, unfortunately.
To Dallas, right? But I enjoyed watching him play.
Undersized all over the field.
All over the place. Yeah. And I kind of like those guys that maybe overachieved a little bit, like high motor guys. Lenny Dykstra, I loved watching him play. I mean, he wasn't necessarily an off the field role model, but matter of fact, that whole Phillies team back then with him and Darren Dalton and Mitch Williams and that whole
more mullets than you could shake.
But man, I tell you what, they played hard, and that was, that's what we miss in a lot of today's athletics. Period, regardless of the sport. Maybe save football at the NFL level. Just the grit with which guys competed back then, and a lot of that's lost. But part of that is probably directly attributed to the money.
I've got something kind of on that note when it comes to baseball in a moment. Let's check in with the chat gang real quick because we got some questions for Mully and us, and we'll hit on those. Jerry says hello. We are the PRL chat gang. Jamie said the sound is better today. That's good to hear. We got a new board. Look, I'll be honest. I'm a little nervous. No Shirley, no Jarrett, no Wes. I mean, I know I'm the host of the show, and I'm like, hey, I'm the big boss. I don't like if something goes down, I'm responsible today, and I don't know if I like that. So Jackson, Avery,
good luck. You'll be okay.
Don't screw up in there.
We won't. We got you covered.
I'm just worried about not you guys, but this new board and everything. But so far, so good. We got it rolling, baby. We got a question from Mully. We'll get to that in a moment. Jay says, let's go Bucks, no weak hearts. Lane, our Philly guy. Oh, we'll talk about L.A. as L.A. breaking baseball.
Oh, boy.
I'll get to that in a moment. Jay said, got that football itch I can't scratch. Kenny says it was good hearing from Coach Harrell on the Brian Bailey show today. We'll play some of those cuts for you on the program. And, Jamie said, sorry, forgot the hey now.
Hey now.
Let's start with Kenny's question. Mully, did you see what Burley did last night?
I did. What a night.
Let's hear it, Jackson.
Swing and a drive. Launch toward right. That ball is gone. Swing and a drive. Burley has hit another one. Swing drive. History. Burleson has hit another two-run homer.
3 dingers, ironically, coincidentally, or neither. Last night at Sports Trivia, it was the 3rd, so I did a round with famous number 3s, and also I found Mully the players with the most 3 home run games in MLB history are Johnny Mize, Sammy Sosa, and Mookie Betts. And Burley with a 3-run homer, 3 home runs last night, I should say, against the New York Yankees. And he did it on trade deadline day. And I had seen a few tweets with his name, Mully, as a possible, piece.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised he didn't move, but again, great night for him last night. Lonnie Chisenhall, he was a 3 home run in a game guy, and so talked to Lonnie about his experience, and I said, man, did they send all that stuff to Cooperstown? And he said they did, and he said when he went up there with his son's young team, they went to the museum and he called ahead, and they actually took him and his group in through the basement to where all the stuff was stored, and they had all of his stuff laid out, and he was like, man,
that's pretty cool.
He was like, man, it was really cool, but it was a little bit, if you got to know a lot, it was a little bit, it was a little bit awkward, to sit there and go, this is my stuff, because to these guys, he's like Dad and Coach Lonnie, you know. But yeah, so Burley will get the same treatment, and what a cool deal, you know. You see all the stuff bounce around where they talk about 4 years, $40 million with Burley and different things, and man, he's just such a valuable guy as far as a bat and you know, a clubhouse guy and all the things, and it's interesting, man, that you know, you look at a game or really the world of professional sports where there seems to be so many overpriced guys, and then you got a guy where they're saying, you know, $10 million a year just doesn't seem like enough for a guy like Alec Burleson.
I feel like even if he wasn't a Pirate, and I don't know, I do not like the Cardinals, so maybe this isn't true, but he'd be a guy that I would like. You remember like Matt Stairs and Eric Hensky, kind of big, like husky, and when they hit a home run, it looks so cool from the left side of the box. But I don't know. It seems like I think he could be like a kind of I don't know, cult hero, but I think fan favorite around baseball.
Well, I think he's the Gardner Minshew of baseball. You know, he just kind of keeps hanging around and finds a place to land, and he's an every guy's guy. Like he, you know, if you ran into him and he said he played ball, you would assume maybe that's beer league softball,
right?
Or,
yeah,
you know, he doesn't stereotype out as, you know, an elite professional athlete, which, you know, quite frankly he is. So I mean, good for him, and obviously had that happened a day before, it'd been interesting to see if there would have been any movement with him.
All right, I'm gonna throw this one at you, Mully, and I want you to maybe think about it. We can take a break, but because it's a big one. You are baseball commissioner for a day. You can make one rule the owners have to accept. What is it? So we'll chew on that one for a minute, because I've got a question you can answer right now. Is Los Angeles breaking baseball, or are they just very well run in a good market?
Well, you could have the both answers are kind of standalone. They are doing what they're doing, and they get away with it, and they win a lot doing it. Does that mean it's good for baseball? I don't think so. And I think what it does is probably pushes us closer to what already feels like an imminent strike next year, just because of the way the CBA and the argument for quote unquote, you know, parity throughout all of Major League Baseball. Look, there'll never be parity. You could try it at the college level. It doesn't matter. The haves will have and the have-nots will not have. And sometimes you'll get a Cinderella, which is what makes them a Cinderella, right? If everybody had the exact same thing, there would never be an underdog. So, I mean, it's, you know, it's one of those deals where
it sounds like you're okay with no salary cap.
Well, no, I don't know that I'm okay with no salary cap. I heard somebody earlier on Eisen talking about a floor, and I was like, you know,
I've heard that too.
Pretty good idea.
And I was like, yeah, but and then they talked about like how much the Pirates pay in luxury tax, which is, and it's an insane amount.
Right.
And they're so far behind that I kind of like the floor more than the cap.
Make them pay up. But again, man, Now it feels like to me like it's just another reason to cheer against the Dodgers. And I've never been a Dodger hater, but it's like, man, I mean, you know, you add Skubal. I mean, at what point does it end? This is a pretty creative deal because this is effectively a lease. Like, I don't think Skubal's a long-term Dodger. I think
they're looking for another title.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think you probably see him with the Yankees next year. But you know, the funny part is all the moves that the Red Sox made, none of them quite as big a name as that. Maybe Adley Rutschman would be the biggest name. But you look at the moves that the Red Sox made, and I guess we can skip the rest of the season and just have the Dodgers and Red Sox play the World Series next week, because that's where it would seemingly feel like it's going. Now, what's really going to suck is if it's one or the other of those, and then somebody on the opposing side, say the Guardians, limp in to find their way to get to the World Series.
Well, I don't look at the Red Sox in the same light as the Dodgers. Like, I don't.
But I think they are the answer for the American League side right now, as far as the trades made and the payroll and all the different things. So they are the closest thing that the American League has to offer.
It's kind of, and the other contenders are like the Rays and the White Sox.
That's what I'm saying.
And the Angels, I think.
Well, and again, the Guardians have put together a decent year, and they've made some moves at the deadline.
But you're right; those teams are not sexy at all.
Not. I mean, and then the Dodgers play anybody other than the Red Sox that we just mentioned, and you fully expect it to be just a curb stomping. So I don't know.
And I agree with you too on the underdog thing. Like I look, when the Braves beat the Dodgers in 2021, that was my World Series. I don't want to say I didn't care what happened against Houston, but I was like, all right, anything else is icing on the cake.
Right.
And then they went and beat Houston too. But like to have teams chasing the Dodgers, I think it's fun. It'll get me a little interested in the playoffs because I want somebody to beat them so bad. I hate anyone that like blames the Dodgers for this. Like it's their job to try to win.
It is.
And they're doing what they got to do to win ball games. And also, I don't know how true this is, too, because they have to afford all those salaries, but they do get a lot of credit for their farm system. And they say, any team could have done this. The Dodgers happen to have all that capital in the minors, which is true. But, again, you got to afford that salary.
And that's the deal. At the top end, they spent the money.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter. I mean, quite frankly, their minor league system looks really good because nobody ever sees them in the big leagues. It's very rare that you see a guy come
potential.
up. Right, so you're looking at a AA, AAA guy that's torching it.
Raking.
Yeah, but he never makes the jump because they just make a trade and put somebody in that spot.
That's a good point, Mully. I would like to look up who have they traded from the minors and where are they now.
That was last year. I can't remember who it was, but it was like maybe two guys in the World Series that were homegrown through the Dodgers system. But I don't know how much we all go back, and again, some of it's just geographical, driven. We go back to what the Braves did, and they grew that team. I remember watching AAA games with Javi Lopez and Klesko and Chipper Jones, and all those guys, and those days are just. Man, those days are quite frankly, quite honestly behind us. It's just not. It's not the state of the current game.
Saw a couple of Pirates go at the deadline. Jeff Hoffman got traded to the Twins, and man, Connor Norby was hoping to find a good spot in Miami. Had been sent to the minors, but now he is shipped off to Colorado.
Yeah, well, you know what? Back to the big leagues, hopefully for him. Hoffman's amassing quite a closet of jerseys at this point. He's going to have an interesting collection when his career is all said and done. But he's a guy that keeps showing up, man. Stays healthy, throws strikes, and just become just a consummate. They talk about professional hitters. A guy that can come off the bench and give you an AB. That's Hoffman has become that, from a bullpen piece that is a reliable arm out of the pen.
And he's had a down year this year, coming off kind of a big moment in the World Series that didn't go his way, and maybe one of those, hey, a new spot gets him back to what we know he can do.
That's right.
And hey, the Twins are buying at the deadline. That's kind of fun too.
Well, the reality is there's just not a ton of big league pitchers out there. It's not like you can just go pick one up. You know? So you take a guy like him and maybe get him. I wonder if there's something organizationally, somebody that's with the Twins now that had him somewhere along the way that said, hey man, this, and this, and we can get this dude back to where we need him. But again, he's a pro guy. He stays available. Again, he takes the ball and
a lot of big game experience.
Well, if nothing else, and you've seen it more this year than ever before that I can remember, the number of blowout games where we're seeing position players, or even the Braves brought up with the AA guy the other day, and he just gives up like 12 runs, and where the pitching is as thin as it's ever been, and which makes it even more interesting. The contemplating of adding a couple more teams. I don't know who's going to pitch for these teams.
Mike Mullis joining us when we return. We'll find out what Commissioner Mullis would change about Major League Baseball, and Jay is asking, how do you guys feel about jumbotrons and the evolution of continuous noise at sporting events? All right. I guess we'll hit on that as well. We got Blake Harrell comments. We got John Gruden talking to Josiah Robinson and Brock Spalding. The John Gruden American interviews have dropped. He went over 3 hours with every coach and 2 players from each team, and we'll play a little bit of that audio as well. And Mully, Pirates report today, practice tomorrow. High schools are practicing, and Hard Knocks comes out tonight, episode 1. Another sign that football's getting closer. We'll hit on that a little bit too when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday after this.
Is your car making strange noises? Or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care, from quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too. Our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service, keeping Greenville moving.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
Big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
Big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
Big, juicy wings.
all season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville is the place to find your next pre-owned vehicle. From high-end SUVs to trucks to cars, starting at just $99.95. There's no better place to find quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs than East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Pre-owned inventory with a factory-certified 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Go to ecauto.com.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Taco Bell in Greenville. Come see us!
Your quality pre-owned selection is at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids.
On October 9th, it's country music star Brantley Gilbert, along with special guests John Morgan and Jay Webb. For tickets, visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com.
Looking for a night out that's a little different? At Encino Mexican Steakhouse. Bold Mexican flavors meet premium steakhouse tradition. Sink your knife into perfectly cooked, hand-cut steaks. Savor rich, authentic dishes inspired by Mexican culinary heritage and pair it all with a handcrafted cocktail. Encino Mexican Steakhouse, where Mexican flavor meets steakhouse perfection. On Memorial Drive in Greenville or online at EncinoRestaurant.com.
This is Coach Steve Shankweiler, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
I always forget, Jack. Welcome back to the show. Clip Rock, Jackman, Avery. Got our Jeremiah Melvin fact coming your way later on in the program. Got Mike Mullis here right now. Mully, did you think of your baseball change you would do if you were commissioner? I mean, we've talked about some big topics already.
Yeah,
salary cap and floor.
Yeah, I think if you roll it up into those things, I mean, that's probably a good place to start. I think you got to probably sit back and listen. I know it's terribly unhealthy for a league to contract. But I think you got to sit back and look at it and say, okay, from a quality of play standpoint, do we need to look at this thing? I mean, we're looking at expansion. Baseball franchises are not gaining the value that your other sports are gaining proportionally. So maybe I would start with saying, okay, are we healthy where we're at, or do we need to back up and reevaluate our model?
I love this, Mully. We need a good commissioner villain, and you're going to be that guy that rips away a team from two cities and just kill their whole livelihoods.
Well, but your reality is that if you're talking about taking a team away, there's not much of a livelihood anyway.
All right, like who are you taking away,
Commish? Like you're breaking a fan base's heart.
You taking away my Braves?
Well, unfortunately, you probably start where it would seem like it would work the best, and that'd be down in Florida.
Yeah.
And you have a couple candidates there. And then if you look at what's going on with the A's, I mean, are we going to get to Vegas?
Yeah.
You know, are we going to get to Vegas or not? So,
you're right.
There's three options that just right off the top of my head that would be worth looking at.
You made a comment in segment one I did want to ask you about. You said parity wouldn't work. Why can't Major League Baseball be like the NFL, where there is parity?
There is a lot more parity in the NFL,
right?
No question.
Right.
But I think parity is also, how do you measure it? Because there are still certainly the haves and the have-nots in the NFL. There are teams that you expect. Well. I mean, we've had conversations here on teams that we go are on. You know, who are you hopeful for, and then what's your definition of hopeful? So, I mean,
are you saying that if there was a salary cap, guys are still going to gravitate to the Yankees and Dodgers?
100%, right?
More so than the
that's right. They're still young guys, right? They still want to be in areas that, first and foremost, their off the field revenue opportunities are far greater in those markets than they are in Seattle, and probably than they are in Kansas City. You know, those markets bring more than just the uniform.
Jamie says North Carolina is getting a team with Mully. No, Commish Mully's taking away teams, and if you're not careful, he might take away your Reds. So y'all better start.
Well, I mean, when you look at North Carolina, I mean, we marginally support what we've got other than the Canes.
Yeah.
And the Canes, it kind of runs hot and cold, and when they're good, everybody's crazy about it. And I know there are diehards for all of the sports. But again, I just don't know that this is a market that allows that level of success. Now, if you go to a true, again, if everybody has the best, has the same salary structure, has to work under the same rules, and there are no workarounds, then you find out who the best coaches are. Then you find out, and people, the best GM, who can more effectively spend the money. I'll tell you the other thing I would do, and I know this would never go over with the Players Association, but every contract would have a base or a max that they could guarantee. And that max might be $5 million. They were going to pay everything else on incentives. You can negotiate for every home run I hit, I get $100,000 or whatever the number is. For every productive thing, the same time the team would have it's called regular life, right? Like if you're in sales and you don't sell, then you don't eat. Well, if you see what happens when these guys sign these big contracts, they come in and they disappear. And then you also see the one that stands out of my mind probably more than anybody, and as I'm saying out of drawing a blank, that was with the Braves and then went to Toronto, the third baseman.
It went to Toronto. Josh Donaldson?
Right. So he comes in there, has an incredible year, gets the big 2-year contract, and then nothing. So it's I would incentivize contracts at a very, very high level. Now the Players Association is never going to go for that because they want their cake and eat it too.
Man, I love Ellerby talked about that a lot. Like with this, all right, COVID, we're resetting things. We're trying to do more common sense things. Let's start with some of these coaching salaries and do it incentive based. And it would. First of all, it would be fun for a guy coaching for his life, and trying to get that 8th win for a bonus or whatever. But instead of these ridiculous contracts that are not fulfilled anyway, they either get fired or move to another place. Let's do incentive-based contracts.
The bonus structure now, when you're making $5 million and you get a bonus of $50,000, does that really move the needle for you?
Yeah.
So I think the bonuses should be percentage based. You make X number of dollars, we'll give you 10% or what a meaningful number. On top of that. I mean, I would love to see that across the board with everything. I mean, if you want to pay players in college, number one, pay them when they graduate. Number two, pay them on incentives. Hey, man, if we do this, then you get this. If you do this, then there's additional opportunity there. But
Corey Calker making six figures to do what he did for ECU basketball last year should be outlawed. No offense, like, good for him. If somebody's offering you money, sure, I would advise you to take it. But the fact that he can make that money without really doing anything on the court is laughable.
Well, I had a conversation with a coach at a major Division I program in basketball, and he was saying that they had to bring in NBA player evaluators and literally were like, you're overpaying that one, you're overpaying that one, you're over. And it's like, but you're not, in their eyes, you're overpaying them. Anything, I mean, what would you pay for this water bottle or whatever that number is? That's what it's worth.
Yeah.
How bad do you need the water bottle? Right now, we got a whole fridge full of them. But if you're in the Sahara Desert, what would you pay for that water bottle? So, I mean, it's all relative to the market.
I don't know what Jay's talking about specifically. How do you guys feel about jumbotrons and the evolution of continuous noise at sporting events? NBA, I'd kind of gotten used to it, but I hated when the Hornets were in a big moment in the play-in and LaMelo Ball scores the game winner, and there's like some remix of "It's the Final Countdown" as the play's going on. It took me out of the atmosphere a little bit. The play-by-play call, the crowd was great, but all I could hear was that stupid music playing. So NBA, it's annoying. I don't know if Jay's talking about, because I think he brought this up one day when we were talking ECU football. Maybe just the presentation. I don't know. I mean, people are trying to get fans excited when there's dead moments. And
well, you want to talk about one more thing to polarize fans? That's only going to be as good as number one. What my choice of music is, what your choice of music is, who's the DJ. I mean, it would seem to be a slippery slope. I can tell you, like. And this is not a sport most people think about music, but Live Golf tried that, and it was the most awkward to watch a golf tournament where you can hear the music playing in the background. Now, I've often said I don't know why you necessarily need a quiet environment to play any sport in, as long as it's consistent. If I don't, if I'm as a golfer, I'd like, as long as it's everybody nowadays, you're out right, you got speakers on, you listen to music. It would be the sudden noise or whatever that would kind of flinch you a little bit. But, hey, man, it's at the end of the day, we forget that sports, it's entertainment. It's entertainment.
Mike Mullis joining us. Mully, we'll talk to Marlon Gunn, hour two. I'm still trying to kind of wrap my head around this deal where I guess class of 2022 athletes that played for that. I don't know. I need to read the story again. Either way, it came out that
the ruling is that the class of 2022, if they played all 4 years and started as a freshman and exhausted all 4 years of eligibility, are granted a fifth year this year.
Thank you. Which is the new like 5 for 5, whatever. Yeah,
5 play 5, whatever you want.
The timing of this is hilarious as practice begins
we
tomorrow.
Get right up against it.
And I get, can we hear what Blake Harrell said? Let's hit cut 1, Jackson. Here's Blake Harrell earlier today on the Brian Bailey Show.
Judge Charlotte Sweeney ordered NCAAs to declare eligible all class of 2022 who exhausted 4 seasons this spring. So that, in fact, impacts Marlon Gunn, J.D. Lampley, Sam Danka, maybe some others. What do you do as the head football coach? You're getting ready to start with your team for 2026, and now you may have some stragglers. What do you do?
Cliff, I would have lost my money in Vegas right there. I would have guaranteed the first question was going to be about the quarterback.
It would have been.
It would have been. And Bailey, also, I graduated in 2006, so bonus question, am I eligible?
And I don't think so. I've checked your eligibility.
Depends on how good you are.
That's true.
Well, I'm not playing it.
We might can get some waivers. No, I think, I've learned a lot about the court systems this past weekend.
I bet.
And how injunctions work, how appeals work, who can put that on pause, and how those things play out. But I think there was a judge in Colorado, Sweeney, that she ordered a injunction last week that anybody that's only played 4 years of football, class of 22, started out as a freshman, that can come back for a 5th year, just like the new 5-for-5 rule this place. The NCAA asked for clarification. She gave clarification over the weekend, stating she's not messing with roster limits, she's not messing with rev share totals, she's not messing with any of those things, transfer portals, any of that stuff. So that's kind of narrowed it down. Obviously, the NCAA appealed it yesterday, so the process has got to play out. Hopefully, in the coming days, that process plays out and we have some clarity. Obviously, we don't want to live in a world of what ifs.
Right.
We want to take care of the guys in our locker room, our football team. But you also, if certain scenarios happen, just like in a game, you're going to have a game plan for that moving forward.
All right, kind of a coach answer there. It feels like that this is going to be a nothing burger, but let's say it can actually happen. Jackson, we were talking about it earlier today. I totally agree with you. Like, somebody's going to take advantage of this. Somebody's going to get one of these guys on the roster and put them in. I think Blake Harrell, when he started talking about the roster limits and all that stuff, Mully, was kind of to say, hey, it's not a video game where you can just add a guy. Like, there's a lot of stuff you got to go through.
Or can you? Because they do have a category called a DSA, which is a designated student athlete, which is, as rosters have trimmed down to, in baseball, the 34 number, you may still have rosters last year that had 41, or they may be north of the quote unquote roster limit as we head into that. Well, those people can be designated as designated student athletes. That what you were basically saying is, you're being taken off the roster because you don't fit our roster limit, but because you're already in college as a student athlete, that you can carry that tag and not count against somebody's roster.
Jeez. Okay.
So
right.
that would be my thing. Is this what they would do in this situation if they took those bottom, in this situation, 3 guys off the roster? Do you DSA them for 1 year? They're still eligible. They can still play. They can do the whole deal. Do they get an opportunity to possibly even transfer as a DSA and not affect somebody else's roster? And then you add those 3 guys back.
This could potentially be awesome if you put these guys, all of them, eligible. And for this year, we have like a free agency. Like, they're all in a pool. And you can grab these guys during the season.
Well, how did the team that finished last in the college football gets the first pick?
We can do a draft, Mully. I like that too.
Then all of a sudden they're like,
Kent State gets the first overall pick,
and that guy's going, "No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to keep working at this. Edward Jones. I just started working at, or at the Farm Bureau, whatever. But man, it's just going to be a constant battle of litigation, lawyers, attorney. I mean, it's so funny to me that all of a sudden the most valuable person in all of college sports is a judge.
Judge Sweeney.
And
we should not know Judge Sweeney's name.
No,
we do.
But that that's case law. Look, man, baseball's just ramping up in the recruitment of the rising junior class. So lots of conversations going back to Thursday of last week. Saturday was the first day of contact, and it's amazing. It's amazing the amount of information, a lot of it misinformation that's out there that affects parents and families trying to make decisions, and the most obvious decision is right in front of them, but they will pump their brakes. They will make illogical decisions based off of what they think might happen down the road, or what, and of course in baseball it's what if they go to the 2-year, the CBA is ratified and they go to the high school kids can't be drafted, right. And because these are kids that theoretically could be affected by that. But again, it is all, I mean, you play in the rules you got right now. Right. Whatever's proposed is proposed, and the reality is this time next year, maybe we're talking about the start of baseball around this time next year. I fully expect there'll be a lockout next year. So it's all this information. Again, we live in a world where we have such access to so many things, and people will read a headline and in this case, a rule change, and they will assume because they read it on X or wherever that it's true without ever validating it, and then it ruins their whole day. And it's like, listen, at the end of the day, play with the rules that you know are at hand, and just make logical decisions. You know, don't read into as Coach said, it's not about the what ifs.
World of hypotheticals.
It's not we cannot worry about the what ifs. Control what you can control. When you have opportunities, take them. And again, it's so many of the cliches hold true. The don't look a gift horse in the mouth and a bird the hand's better than two in the bush. All these things are very, very true no matter what sport it is as it relates to the recruiting world right now.
Mike Mullis joining us. Mully, before we run, Gavin Williams, awesome outing over the weekend and ended in a pretty hilarious moment with the teams clearing the benches during a monsoon as the tarp was being rolled out, which was just a beautiful moment to watch. But Big Gav, 5 straight games with double-digit Ks. Awesome stuff.
Yeah, he's been on fire.
The story coming out of it was Gavin had a perfect game going in the 6th inning, and the Diamondbacks bunt, and that you're not supposed to do that.
Well,
get the hell! I hate that. This makes me hate baseball.
And it's it's a 5-0 game. What like it was 10-0. What like it was the 9th.
6th inning.
Yeah,
5-0.
I don't now. What we don't know is what was said on field level. What did he say? What and look, a pitch or two later, he smokes the ball in the right field. So the baseball guys prevailed, right? But that's just one of those things, man. Again, if it's the bottom of the 9th, 2 outs, and we've seen this, and a guy's got a no or a perfect hitter, a perfect game, and a guy tries to lay a bunt down for a hit, that's kind of frowned upon.
And I hate that it is. Well, are we supposed to give the guy a no-hitter, perfect game? You try to get on base.
They'll swing the bat. But, I mean, it's no different than if you're, the team in football that's up, huge in the 4th and they throw the ball from the 20 to score another touchdown. It's kind of the same thing. But look, man, I understand how you would feel that way. I just, and I'm gonna tell you, if you do that, be prepared for the following day. But again, it's not that game anymore. It's just not that. It's just not that game. I mean, you see a guy get hit now, and the pitcher's ejected before the dude gets out of gets off the ground.
True. All right. We hit. Need anything else, Mully?
No, I think
we did quite a bit.
We bounced around pretty good there.
Excited for football. Practice coming up tomorrow. We'll be out there and hear what Blake Harrell has to say after day 1. So we'll talk more football with you, Mully. Your old QB, Aaron Rodgers, wondering where the Diana Rossini news was on ESPN.
Gosh, man.
that part was kind of hilarious, honestly.
I mean, that guy, just go be an old guy player last year of football and let's move on. Do we have to keep talking about this guy?
Oh, man.
I mean, I'm telling you, man, he is something.
I'm interested to see if he's back on Pat McAfee. Like, I know McAfee wants him on, but will the mothership allow him to come back?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah,
that's a good question.
All right, Mully, thank you.
Okay, buddy.
We'll take a break, come back, more to go. Hour 1, big hour 2. We'll talk some Charlotte 49ers football and talk to Marlon Gunn, former/future Pirate running back. More to go. Pirate Radio Live after this. The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
And now a word from our sponsor, Bud Light. There's nothing better than the clean, crisp... what if we just got out of here and grabbed some Bud Lights? But man, we're on air for 4 more hours. I'll figure it out. Sounds good to me. Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light. Stock up now. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. And you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
This is Dr. Josiah Duke from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's that time for a joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
What's better than exploring downtown Washington? Tasting it. Join a food tour with Forks of Little Washington and discover the local flavor. Stroll the historic waterfront and enjoy delicious bites from some of the town's favorite restaurants and specialty shops. Food tours combine great food, local history, and unforgettable stories into one delicious experience. Whether you're a foodie, a visitor, or a local looking for a new adventure, there's no better way to experience Washington. For pricing and reservations, visit forksoflittlewashington.com. Brought to you by visitwashingtonnc.com.
Pepper, oh no they didn't! Papa John's just took their signature pepperoni and hand-stuffed it inside that garlic-kissed crust. Oh, now that's an epic pepperoni stuffed crust pizza like no mouth has ever seen!
The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza is back for only $14.99. The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza made from original fresh dough, hand-stuffed with cheese and signature pepperoni, and baked into a garlicky seasoned crust. Order at papajohns.com. Go Pirates!
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch bundt cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a bundt cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bundt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Josh Gross, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Talk Pirates in the pros with Mully. 3 home runs last night for the Burley man. And the Cardinals all over the Yankees. Also 2 Pirates, former Pirates, involved in trades. On trade deadline day, Jeff Hoffman to the Twins, and Connor Norby goes from the Marlins to the Rockies on trade deadline Monday. Coming up tonight, Buck Scoreboard, we got O's and Angels coming your way after the Brian Bailey Show. Got the first edition of the football season of the Brian Bailey Show. His special guest was Blake Harrell. We'll hear some of those comments later on in today's show. And great chat, hour-long chat with the head coach of the Pirates. We won't hear from Blake Harrell. We'll hear from a couple of Pirate players, Josiah Robinson and Brock Spalding. So last night, I saw John Gruden had put up his video from American Media Days, and I clicked on it. It's over 3 hours. And I was like, holy crap. Shout out to the editors. They kind of timestamp everything so you could easily find where ECU was. So I skipped to that part and watched that chat with John Gruden, Blake Harrell, and Josiah Robinson. And Brock Spalding. Wanted to play a clip of it where he asked Josiah and Brock to name a couple of Pirates on the offense and defense that they're excited about playing with this season.
Who are 2 Pirates on defense that you can't wait to play with? Give me a couple names.
I would say Torrin Brazil.
Mm-hmm. What's he play?
Defensive tackle.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right here in the state of Florida. Okay, good. Who else?
K Law, the Law brothers, both of those guys.
Where do they play?
Linebacker.
Okay, good. What about on offense?
I say Landon Sides. I mean, brings a lot of energy, and I like the way he approaches the game and approaches everything every day. And also Ashton Gray, running back, both from North Texas, and I think they both just come in with the right mentality every day, and I'm excited to play with them.
All right, so a few names there. So we talked to Cruz Law on Media Day, linebacker, and he said Cade Law. If both of those dudes are impacts, the Law and Law brothers, that'd be awesome.
That'd be cool.
And how about him going with the North Texas guys, Landon Sides and Ashton Gray?
Yeah, I mean,
impact players right away, hopefully.
Yeah, Coach talked about it a little bit during the Brian Bailey show, how it was big, that connection for the coaches being in the American Conference before and having that experience of succeeding here. Now we get to see it with the players too. Hopefully they can bring the same impact.
All right, so I'm going to try this out for the first time. Wes has put in a new soundboard. Mm-hmm. We got some new stuff we're working on, and but he got this thing. It sounds crazy, but it allows you to go inside the brain of another human and hear what they are hearing inside their head.
Oh,
I know this sounds crazy, but
no.
Do you watch Black Mirror? I mean, like things are happening in the world that are beyond my wavelength.
Yeah.
So we haven't tried this yet. Avery, can we try it with you, man? Like, I hate for you to be the guinea pig, but I got to host the rest of the show. You know, you're kind of the low man on the totem pole.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
All right.
Okay.
Well, Avery, put on the helmet here, and we're going to attach it.
All right.
And let me plug it in over here. All right. So we should be able to hear what's happening inside the mind of Avery. Let's just, for example, play that same cut we just played and see what it sounds like.
All right, here we go.
Who are two Pirates on defense that you can't wait to play with? Give me a couple names.
I would say
Jeremiah Melvin.
Mm-hmm. What's he play?
Defensive tackle. Jeremiah Melvin.
Okay, good. What about on offense?
I say
Jeremiah Melvin.
I mean, brings a lot of energy, and I like the way he approaches the game and approaches everything every day. And also
Jeremiah Melvin.
I think they both just come in with the
Are
right
y'all hearing
mentality
this?
every day, and I'm excited
That's
to play.
so weird.
Did you hear Jeremiah Melvin?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's exactly what I was thinking.
That is wild, man. All right, take that helmet off. That's scary.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what else you're thinking in there. Although I'm pretty sure it's just Jeremiah
We know.
Melvin.
I mean, it's just
Jeremiah Melvin.
all the time. All he thinks about.
Jeremiah Melvin.
All right.
Jeremiah Melvin.
Jeremiah Melvin.
Let's go ahead and break out the fact for today. The fourth Jeremiah Melvin fact. Before I ask, has he seen your DM?
Oh, let me check. He hasn't responded.
Oh, man, a live update on
Here we go.
he has seen the DM on Instagram. Jeremiah Melvin, EC receiver. Jackson, you can now see how long it is if you look over there.
I know. I'm gonna, like, try to look over his shoulder.
It is the longest DM
Last week.
ever seen.
And he hasn't.
Dang.
Not.
All right. Well, that's not today's fact. What is today's fact about ECU wide receiver incoming from Wake Forest, Jeremiah Melvin?
Jeremiah Melvin. All right, so his last high school game of his high school career, obviously, was against his now teammate, Johnny Williams. They played Havelock in the playoffs.
What a fact!
That's awesome.
Dude, I had to dig for that one.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, it is August.
Awesome.
It is football time, and that's a great
It's
fact.
time to heat up.
That was really good.
Thank you.
Stay hot. All right, Jeremiah Melvin, once foes, now teammates with
Excitement time!
Johnny Williams. Way to go, Avery.
Thank you.
That got me excited. Jeremiah Melvin,
Jeremiah Melvin.
Johnny Williams.
Jeremiah Melvin.
You think this guy's gonna play this year?
Nope.
I just offended Avery.
Yeah, he's going to play.
What's his over-under on receptions? 24 and a half.
Oh, honestly, I would take the over.
About 2 a game.
Ooh, 2 a game.
Yeah, what do you know how many games they play?
Yeah, I guess that's fair. But I was also thinking bowl game and conference championship.
But I don't think his job is going to be Justin Hardy, Zay Jones catch 7 balls a game. His job is going to get it.
Yeah.
His job is yards per reception and touchdown.
When Mitch or Emery, whoever the quarterback is, gets in trouble, he's going to be the he's down there somewhere receiver. Just throw it in the air.
I hope so.
Direction.
He's when it's 2nd and 5 and it's time to take a shot, we just throw it down.
Yeah, you get 8 yards on first down, 2nd and 2.
Yeah.
They're looking for you to just move the chains.
Launch.
Oh, man. We hit them deep. Yeah. This is a dumb question as a stan of Jeremiah Melvin. What number is he?
All right, John, did you consider at all going to Aiden Hill in the 3rd period, or was there any conversation you thought about
Christ, that could be the stupidest question I've heard.
Oh, I didn't know what that was.
It took a while to get there.
Yeah. So the only reason I know this because my brother's an equipment manager. He was 21 for some reason, and now he switched it to 11.
Bonus fact.
Oh, wait, it's either 11 or 81.
I mean, it's on the roster.
Julio. It'd be Julio if it was 11.
Yeah.
Take us to break. This man's already switched numbers. It hadn't even started practice yet.
If I had 21 as my number, I'd switch it to.
You know who was 21 in college? Calvin Johnson.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I'm talking about wide receivers.
Oh,
yeah, it's 81. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I like my receivers to be in the 80s.
Yeah,
it's got a little old school feel to it.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I could see where you wouldn't like 21, but knowing Calvin Johnson was 21 in college, I would not have hated that. It could have been our Lil Megatron. Lil Mega. All right, we'll take a break, come back. When we return, we'll talk some Charlotte 49ers. And we'll go to the movies. He just left Spider-Man. So we'll talk some Spider-Man and Charlotte football when we return with the play-by-play voice of the Niners after this.
Hey, what's this I see? I thought this was a party! Let's
Save the date for the biggest party of the football season. Join Pirate Radio on Thursday, September 10th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light. It's a night of great music, great friends, and pirate pride as the party returns to the Hilton Greenville and Greenville Boulevard. This year's special guest is ECU legend and Super Bowl champion Linville Joseph. Come welcome Linville back to Greenville, then dance the night away with live music from Trainwreck. Stay tuned to Pirate Radio for your chance to score free tickets to the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Kickoff Party, brought to you by East Coast Grading, UBE, Aldridge and Sutherland Realtors, The Buck, Ron Ayers Motorsports, Dirty Dan's, The Gold Store, Tiebreakers, and Carolina Eagle Distributors. Party like a pirate with Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And now with 3 locations. A brand new Country Mart is now open on Highway 11 right across from Aiden Grifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Looking for the perfect bottle of wine or something a little more unique?
Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village. With a huge selection of hand-picked wines and gourmet olive oils, there's something for every taste. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and her expert team are always ready to guide you, answer your questions, and help you find your new favorite. Join the fun with wine tastings twice a month or test your knowledge at trivia every Thursday. Follow Simply Divine Oil and Wine on Facebook and Instagram to stay in the know. Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Elevate your pour.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is closer than you think, right outside your front door. With service from American Airlines, you're now connected to destinations around the world, all from PGV. Skip the long lines. Avoid the congestion of larger airports. Fly local and enjoy a faster, easier travel experience. Whether it's business or your next getaway, Pitt Greenville Airport gets you there with ease. Start your journey today at flypgv.com or AA.com. Pitt Greenville Airport. Fast, convenient, and close to home, where the pirates fly.
Recalculating. You are now in the middle of nowhere. Well, not exactly. Welcome to Martin County, the middle of nowhere, but the center of everything. Just 80 miles from the Outer Banks, 90 from Raleigh, and less than 30 minutes from East Carolina University and the Pamlico River. Kayak the Roanoke River, dance in downtown Williamston, or just watch horses do their thing in farm life. So yeah, you could stay stressed, or you have arrived at peace. Martin County, get lost in the best way.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner. Call them today at 919-291-5532 or visit them online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Now let's take it back in for the start of Hour 2. Here's clip.
Thank you, Jackson. We got intern Avery here. We've got Marlon Gunn coming up a little later on in hour number 2. Former/potentially future ECU running back with the court ruling and all this stuff going on. We'll talk to it. He is one of 3 players that, if whatever they're doing goes through, could be eligible to play for ECU along with Sam Danka and JD Lampley. So we'll see what Marlon Gunn is up to and talk about that. But right now, it's time for another Appliances Superstore opponent preview. If you're in the market for a new home appliance, Appliances Superstore has everything you need. They make the buying process easy and affordable with products in stock ready for you today. They are now open in their new location just off Red Banks Road. Visit AppliancesSuperstore.com. Jarrett will talk to Chris Stewart, play-by-play voice of the Alabama Crimson Tide, coming up on Thursday. We've also got to talk Army and UAB, and our schedule will be complete. We've talked to everybody else today. We will talk some Charlotte 49ers football with Matt Swierad, the play-by-play voice of the Niners. He joins us on the Turner Home Team Live line. Matt, how you doing, man? Matt, can you hear me? All right, may have an issue with the phone. Let me, I tell you what, Jackson, let's hear Blake Harrell. Well, I don't think we've got Matt. Let's hear Blake Harrell on the QB situation to give me a little bit of time. Cut 2, and maybe we can figure out this phone situation.
they'll be phenomenal young men and phenomenal players, whichever one direction we go. But I see a scenario early in the season where both may play.
Yeah.
You know, every position on your football team, you do a really good job of simulating in practice how the game is going to be.
Right.
At quarterback, that's a little bit different.
It is.
You don't let those guys get hit. You don't let the D linemen get close to them. If they happen to get a pass rush, they avoid it. They don't get tackled because you're just too high risk to have those guys get hit, face an injury, miss them for the season. So I think at some point you got to put them in game situations and as best you can create that same game atmosphere. But it may be on Saturdays this fall that, hey, you really find out what they're about in the heat of the moment when the stadium's packed and they're facing adversity. So I think early in the season there's not a chance you might see two. We'll see. I don't know where that thing's going to play out. I'm excited about it. I love both young men, and they do really good things with the football.
All right, Blake Harrell, kind of a, hey, said may go too. There's got to be a guy coming out of camp as the starter, but that situation is in flux as we sit here on August the 4th. Let's go cut 3. What are you most comfortable with when it comes to your team?
What do you feel most comfortable about with this group of players starting practice tomorrow?
That we're going to put the ball down. We're going to start with flex, and after that, we're going to focus on all about the ball and creating turnovers. I think if you're asking about if there's a position, if there's an area of the game that you feel most comfortable with, I think that I know our guys are going to play hard. Yeah. That's probably the piece I can lay my head down the pillow at night and feel good about. Hey, we are going to play hard. We're going to play the game the right way, and we're going to demand that. And our team is going to demand that, not just our coaches, but our players too, demand that standard and that accountability from each other. I do feel like, hey, we have an opportunity to be a good defensive team. I feel like we have an opportunity to be really good up front offensively. The running back room I feel really good about, and other pieces. But we got to go put the ball down. We got to be able to do that on game day, and we got to make sure we can check that box.
All right, there is Blake Harrell on what he is comfortable with when it comes to his team. Also told a funny story about playing at Alabama. We'll hear that when Bryce Williams joins us coming up in a little later on. All right, Jackson, try to get Matt back on the phone. Not sure what the issue was there, so we'll give him one more shot and see if we can line him up here on Pirate Radio Live. Jay is getting tired of Marvel movies, but I think this is my favorite Spidey movie, and Holland definitely the best actor to play the web slinger, in my opinion. All right. I think I've seen them all. The only one I really retained were the Tobey Maguire ones, because those were the first ones that came out, and I guess by default I would say he is my Spider-Man. And I'm not super into the newer ones with Garfield and what's his name, Tom Holland, but I do plan on watching it. I have to be in a mood to watch those Marvel movies. All right, Jackson is lining up Matt Swierad. We're going to try him one more time here. Let's see if we can get him on the Turner Home Team live line. The verdict is in. Matt, can you hear me? Not hearing anything.
No.
All right.
He said he had heard the bump go through, but then he couldn't hear, and he could hear us talking, but then he couldn't get the next part done. So I'm very confused.
Was he speaking?
Well, he was towards the end. He was towards the end when we were playing the Blake Harrell cut.
Hey,
hear me on your end?
There he
Matt.
is.
I've been hearing you, but I don't hear the host. When you put me through, I don't hear the host.
All right. Well, I am the host. Can you hear me now?
So who are you hearing? Are you hearing me or are you hearing Clip, our host?
You.
You're hearing
Jackson, this is
all
your
right.
interview.
People in the studio.
Okay, so it's my moment to shine.
I tell you what, let's switch spots, Jackson.
All right, let's switch.
All right, hang on.
Right.
Tell him to hang on 1 second.
Give us 1 second. We are gonna play a quick game where he's gonna switch with me.
Okay.
What a moment. Oh, where were you when this happened at Pirate?
Oh, God.
All right, Matt, can you hear me?
I can.
We installed a new soundboard yesterday, and clearly, we got a few things to learn about it, but appreciate you joining us, Matt. And first of all, I understand, so our normal producer, Jared, is not here. He's our movie buff at Pirate Radio, and he's gotten me more into new movies. So I've seen The Sheep Detectives, which is my movie of the year so far. I've seen Obsession. I've seen Masters of the Universe. So I've seen some movies this year. I understand you just got out of the new Spider-Man with your family. So can you give us a review? Did you enjoy it?
I did. Just walked out of the movie, and it's good. It's about 2 hours and 15 minutes, so it's not too bad. And I didn't see the previous one. My son had to kind of lead me up to why, some things were going on at the beginning. But it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. And he's 12 years old, going on 13, said it's the best Spider-Man he's seen yet. So.
There we go. Right in his wheelhouse. Good stuff. All right. Well, Matt, we are talking to, each play-by-play voice for ECU opponents. We got Chris Stewart coming up from Alabama on Thursday. I got to talk to Army and UAB, and we'll be complete. So we have just about knocked them all out, and today we'll talk some Charlotte 49ers football. And our Brian Bailey from Channel 9 here locally went to American Conference Media Days, talked to every coach, and the most entertaining and informative interview came from Tim Albin. And I see why, people like Tim Albin. Very personable, but also it really got into the weeds with his Charlotte team and talked about how they've improved their strength and gave numbers, how they've improved overall speed-wise as a team. And I really enjoyed that interview. Is that just him all the time, would you say, Matt? A pretty good talker, and seems like he could really rally the troops if he needs to.
Yeah, I noticed that the other night, too. We had a Niners night, and we didn't spend a lot of time together, but he seems a lot more comfortable. And he's always been good, answering questions and things like that, but it seems like, this is year 2 of Tim and the staff and everything. He just seems more comfortable. Like, this is his team now, his guys, and I'm looking forward to spending the year with him. He came to us out of Ohio, had a lot of success in the Mid-American Conference, and had won a championship the year prior. And, the struggles that we went through since he got here, a lot of it injury-related, it just put him in a position I think he's not been, used to in a long time.
Yeah.
And it was very frustrating, and I think it really affected that personality you're talking about. He was trying to stay as upbeat as he could, but now, as it's a complete reset. What I've noticed in the little bit of time I've spent with him is he looks a lot more comfortable. So what you saw at Media Day is that I'm hoping what we'll be seeing all season long, because he is a great guy, and he's a fun guy to be around.
Matt Swierad, voice of the Charlotte 49ers, joining us today on the Turner Home Team live line. And Matt, look, he takes over for Biff Poggi, which was interesting from the outside looking in. How about from your perspective? What was and look, Biff beat ECU twice, so I have said several times Biff is our daddy. He did struggle to beat other teams. So what was the Biff era like for you?
Oh man, it was something else. It was an experience, and I'll say this: Biff and I got along, so it wasn't like it was a terrible experience for me. But it was different. It was definitely different, and they kind of went for that out of the box hire. And from that standpoint, well, they got who they wanted, right? But it was just. It just didn't work from the beginning. And, yeah, he had a little bit of success. We had the 2 wins against East Carolina, and our fans certainly loved that. And he was a fun guy to be around. I think the fan base enjoyed him because he was very candid. He was always smoking a cigar. He had the cut-off shirts. He was just different, right? Well, that's good and bad. And the football side of things, I think we're kind of a mess. And we're going back and almost like having to go back to the very foundation and do it all over again. So in the aspect of getting Tim now, you're getting a football guy, a guy that has built programs, and I think if given the resources here, he's going to be able to win in Charlotte.
Matt Swierad joining us, the Tim Albin era going into year 2. And, man, the non-conference schedules for ECU and Charlotte are just about mirror images. East Carolina opens up at Alabama. You guys have at Ole Miss week 2. The Citadel is on your schedule. We play North Carolina Central. App State on the schedule. They're on our schedule as well. And then we got Old Dominion. Y'all have Louisiana. So very similar non-conference schedules. Challenging, and you do get Louisiana at home and the Citadel as well. The App State game will be a big one, Matt. But what do you think about the non-conference schedule overall?
It's tough, and that's one of the things, for Tim. I know it's going to be difficult because you're trying to, create change. You're trying to get some positive momentum going, and you look at the schedule he had a year ago was very, very difficult, and right out of the box we had some struggles and only won one football game. Well, this year we're going to open up against the Citadel, and you hope you get that win in week 1. But then we go down to Grove and take on a very good Ole Miss team. We did change the schedule. Ole Miss was supposed to be at our place, and then it was a home and home, and then we're going to go back to their place the next year. Well, we changed it because we were supposed to go to Louisville as well, in addition to going to App, and we thought that was just too daunting of a schedule. So we got out of the Louisville game. We ended up going to Ole Miss, and then we added the home game against Louisiana, and also, of course, still going to App State. So still a challenging schedule, but not as bad as it would have been had Louisville stayed on the schedule. But you're right, it's going to be tough, and going to take them, the old cliche, 1 week at a time. But if he can get some success early, probably not going to win down at Ole Miss, right? But if he can play well, stay healthy, and then go to Boone and maybe get that first ever win against the Mountaineers, then maybe you got that momentum, you start to feel good, and you can put some wins together.
And conference-wise, Matt, we've talked about this with a number of folks, including Phil Steele and others, that it is, up for grabs this year. Phil Steele likes Navy. I have a gambling guy on that likes Army. I've heard people take UTSA. I say don't forget about Tulane. I know new quarterback, new coach, but they sure win a lot. Memphis is going to be talented, and East Carolina, had a shot late in the year last year. I think they'll be up there as well. When do you see a favorite this year, Matt, or is it wide open for you? Kind of pick a name out of a hat.
If I had to just throw some out there, I would go with the service cadets again, because the way things are built right now, I mean, it's just different there. You can put a plan together and build from within. You're not going to lose players like everybody else does. There's been so many coaching changes, and some guys will come in, they'll hit a home run right away. And, through the portal, you get new quarterbacks and such, and you mentioned Tulane losing theirs and losing their coach as well, and Memphis losing their coach. One of those or two of those teams will hit, but you don't know which ones. And then there's always a team or two, and maybe Charlotte can be one this year like East Carolina was last year. That surprises some people, gets hot, starts to feel good about themselves, and goes on a roll. And also you got to factor in stays healthy, right? So I think the whole league is up for grabs. If you're going to pick a favorite right now, maybe Navy, right? But what Army's done the last few years, it's unbelievable. And I just like the consistency of what they can do in this era of the transfer portal and all this other stuff, that they can put their guys together. It's a different kind of football player, play their style, and it's tough to beat, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if either one of those two are near the top of the very end.
Matt, man, we've been doing opponent previews for over a decade here at Pirate Radio, longer than that, and this is the most challenging year, and it might get even more challenging with the roster turnover, just so many unknowns. Heck, even here at East Carolina, as we open up practice tomorrow, we don't know who the starting quarterback is. We got to figure out who a lot of these transfers are. So with all that being said, if I asked you a strength of this 49ers team, or even expectations for this 49ers team, what do you think you're going to see on the field? Or, again, are you going to have to kind of learn that here in the next few weeks?
A little bit of both, and I think we've been talking about, building the program, and this is really, it's year 14, so let's put it really all in perspective. It's such a new program. We've had so many coaches already, so you've had all these restarts, right? Well, I think for the first time we're going into a season where there's depth on both sides of the football. We don't have a clear-cut quarterback right now. We got a guy that certainly last year was playing the position well before he got hurt, in Connor Harrell. I got the chance to spend some time with him last week, and he said he feels great. He's going to go into camp. He's going to be able to compete. There's 3 or 4 guys in that room that are going to be competing for the starting job. But if it's Connor Harrell that comes out, if he's playing the way he did before he got hurt, he's a pretty decent quarterback. We got some depth at wide receiver now that we didn't have last year, running back as well. So the offense needed to get better on both the offensive line and the skill positions, and I think they did. Same on defense. The D-line, had to get some improvement, and I think for the portal, they did. Now, you go get these guys from other programs in Power 4s and such, they're going to be good here. And that's the big question going into camp. Who's going to come out of camp and win these starting spots? But I think there's more depth on both sides of the football, and if they can play the Tim Albin style that he wants to play, which is ball control, run the football, take time off the clock, they can be in some football games this year. It's a tough league, but if they could win 4 to 6, that'd be, I think, going from 1 win last year to 4 to 6 this year with the schedule they have. I'd take that and run with it.
Matt Swierad, voice of the Charlotte 49ers, joining us. Also, veteran play-by-play voice for the Charlotte Knights. And minor league baseball, it's meant a lot to me. Going to Kinston Indians games as a kid, the Down East Wood Ducks after that, the Carolina Mudcats. A lot of folks go up to Durham to see the Durham Bulls. And plus, I'm a hat guy, Matt, so I've collected tens and dozens of minor league hats over the years. I'm just curious, in your time calling minor league baseball, who are some of the best guys you've called games for? Who are some of the big names we would recognize?
Oh, wow. Well, right away, if you're an Atlanta Braves fan, Chris Sale, had Chris in Charlotte when he was coming up after getting drafted from Florida Gulf Coast. Boy, he was terrific. But, I've had, you go all the way back to, I've watched guys like Andrew Jones when he was coming up in A-ball in the early 90s. And I remember watching him play for then the Macon Braves against us one day. I think it was 94 maybe. And first 2 times he comes up, he hits a home run. The 3rd and 4th times he comes up in that game, we intentionally walk him. And we're getting beat pretty bad. He comes up a 5th time in the 8th inning. We decide to pitch to him. Hits a 3rd home run. So you knew at that point that everything that you were hearing about Andrew Jones at 17 years old was definitely true. So yeah, he was definitely one. And there's been so many over the years. We just had a couple of guys traded. Mason Adams, who is going to the Colorado Rockies, went to the same school that I went to. So it was kind of fun to watch him pitch for us the last few weeks. But guys like Gillen Mancado with the Charlotte Knights, and Luis Robert, who's now at the New York Mets. There was big prospects coming through with us. But I go back to Aaron Rowan, Joe Creedy. Guys that, Maglio Ordonez I had in 94 with the Hickory Crawdads. He went on to have a great playing career, of course, with the Detroit Tigers. So there's been a lot. One of my all-time favorites is Brian Daubach, who was on my very first Charlotte Knights team in 1997. We've stayed, great friends over the years, and he was part of that Red Sox team that finally broke the curse. He wasn't on the roster in the playoffs, but he was on all year long in 2004 when they finally broke the curse and won that World Series. So there's been a lot of guys that I've been very fortunate to watch them play in the minor leagues.
Matt, how shocked are you to see the big league club and what they're doing this year?
Shocked it's been as fast as it's happened, but Chris Getz has done a really nice job. Some of the moves he's made, that Garrett Crochet trade with the Red Sox is paying off on both sides. The Red Sox would love to get a healthy Crochet back going down the stretch now, but all the guys that Chicago got back in that trade have made an impact at the major league level, whether it be last year or this year. A couple of guys on the injured list right now, but really talented players. So what they've done, rebuilding, I think it's happened faster. Some of these guys have got up there and made their mark quicker than maybe a lot of folks thought they would. But it's definitely a fun team to watch right now.
Matt Swierad joining us. It'll be East Carolina and Charlotte in Charlotte coming up November 14th. Matt, we'll catch up with you again then, man. Have a great rest of your summer and a kickoff to the season. And appreciate you joining us today. We'll catch up with you again down the road.
Sounds great, guys. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you. There he is, Matt Swierad, voice of the Charlotte 49ers, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll see if we can hook up with Marlon Gunn, former Pirate running back, but I guess maybe an outside chance he could be a future Pirate running back. We'll see what Marlon's up to when we return. Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday after this.
Happy 250th birthday, America! It's Lindsey Gray with Carolina Caliber. Let's celebrate freedom and heritage with a little less noise. During IWI's Silent Summer Rebate, purchase a qualifying Tabor 7, Zion 25, Galil Ace Gen 2, or Zion 15 SPR and receive a free Caliber matching suppressor. Shop online or visit Carolina Caliber. We'll guide you through every step of the suppressor application process in-house. All NFA rules apply. Let freedom ring a little quieter. Visit Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Hello, Pirate fans. Jeff Stein coming at you from Brown & Wood Buick GMC, and Truck Month continues. We've got Sierra 1500, 0% for 5 years. You heard me right, 0%. Sierra 2500 HDs 4.9 plus $2,000 in purchase allowance. Canyon Elevation 3.9 for 5 years plus $3,000 purchase allowance. Only at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. We've got 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Is your car making strange noises, or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care, from quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too. Our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service, keeping Greenville moving.
The days are hot, but the deals are hotter at Russell's in downtown Washington. Rhonda has all summer merchandise 40 to 75% off. Refresh your wardrobe with great savings from casual comfort to the perfect outfit for weddings, vacation, and everything in between. Whether you're dressing to impress or looking to stay cool, Russell's has all the brands, styles, and customer service you deserve. But don't wait. Shop while selection is good and prices are even better at Russell's in downtown Washington, where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers.
Looking for Washington's favorite place to eat? The spot locals keep coming back to. Head to Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now open 7 days a week, Down on Main is serving up all your favorites. From the house salad with grilled chicken, to the half club and chips, to the crowd-pleasing fried shrimp plate. After a long day, unwind with dinner and drinks on the patio. It's the perfect place to relax and catch up with friends. And don't miss Wednesdays, half-price wings from 4 till close. Down on Main Street, right on Main Street in historic downtown Washington.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on 4 wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with easy-go, club car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
Michelob Ultra is brewed here. So is the feeling when we rally together behind one team. From the pitch to the pool, Superior is brewed here. Michelob Ultra, proud sponsor of the U.S. men's national soccer team. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
Ahoy, Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Steve. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Hungry? Get your fix at Dank Burrito in Greenville. Build your perfect burrito bowl, tacos, or quesadilla with fresh ingredients and bold flavors made just the way you like it. Fast, fresh, and seriously delicious. Dank Burrito, where every bite is downright dank. Stop in today off of Greenville Boulevard. Now let's take it back in. Here's Cliff.
All right, back with you. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. I am mere feet away from the First Flight Credit Union studios. I'm in Studio B, sitting beside Jackson. Now, I'm a little bit uncomfortable, but we are making it go here on a Tuesday. Slim 80, Bryce Williams, former ECU tight end, joining us in hour number 3. And right now, we'll talk to a former Pirate running back who could be a future Pirate running back. I don't know. Weird stuff happening, as always, in the NCAA. But we welcome on Marlon Gunn, who joins us on the Turner Home Team Live line. Marlon, how you doing today, man?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Thank y'all for having me.
Yes, sir. Good to hear, man. Good to hear that voice again, Marlon. And so, news came out that a judge made a ruling that players class of 2022, if they were played for a certain amount of years, should be eligible for another football season. And from an ECU perspective, I think that includes yourself, Sam Danka, and J.D. Lampley. And Marlon, I think you made a social media post, something like, you know where to find me, or something to that effect. So, first of all, like,
to get in touch with me.
There you go.
Call me.
Like, how realistic do you actually think this is at this point?
I'm gonna say I'm probably 75%, sure, and probably 25% in the win. Like, maybe this just could be something that's, maybe not gonna happen, because this is probably things you dream for, like, it's just so much unfinished business that we have, and it's like, so this would be a blessing for real, but I'm just like 75-25 with it.
And I guess on that note, if it goes through and Coach Harrell says, come on back, you would accept that offer?
Yeah, I'd definitely go back. Run it back and doubt it one more time.
Man, that'd be really cool to see. Well, Marlon, part of that too is you got to be in shape. What you been up to since your playing days, and you stayed in shape, looking for an opportunity?
I've been, lifting weights and stuff. Yeah, I still been getting to it now. I ain't never gave up on my dream now.
And what does that entail, Marlon? What kind of opportunities are you looking for in the professional football world?
Just really, anything the next level, for real.
Yeah.
If this is another opportunity for me to just get more film, and prepare myself for the next level, then hey, that's what it is. But if I just got to jump to the next level, then I'm just ready for whatever, honestly.
Marlon Gunn joining us. How odd is it, Marlon? You've been doing this your whole life, and at this point in the year, the guys report today, they get ready for practice tomorrow. How weird is it that you're not going to be out there tomorrow?
It's a bit different. The first, time I ain't had a helmet on in August, and it's definitely different, and you just have to, prepare yourself for it, because, nobody really prepare you for it. You've been playing football since you were little, 4 or 5 years old, and, nobody really prepare you for this moment. So, just staying ready, and, hey, you just never know what can happen in one of these situations.
Marlon Gunn joining us on the Turner Home Team Live line on a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Yeah, Marlon, you talked, and I've talked to a lot of guys. They say that exactly what you said. You aren't really prepared for kind of what it's like once you leave college, and man, to be able to go back 1 year, it sounds like a movie almost, right? Like
yeah,
like you get one more crack at it. Have you talked to JD and Sam at all, and have you talked to those guys?
Yeah, we've been on the phone the past couple of days, and they just as excited. They excited, so hopefully we could just do it one more time and doubt it.
Have you talked to anybody from ECU at this point?
No, Coach Harrell gave me a call, but it was really brief. He was just really keeping me updated. Like, he asked me, did I see the news, and that was really it.
Yeah.
So
he was on the Brian Bailey show today and said, he doesn't want to deal with hypotheticals. He's got to get the guys he has right now ready to play, but said that hopefully a resolution comes soon and it becomes official, and then you kind of go from there. And I don't know, like Marlon, man, some of the guys on the roster, and on the other side, there's a lot of new faces. So, Engelman still in the running back room, Lacey, and then you got some new faces as well. What would it be like going back into that running back room?
It'll just be like, I guess the same way. I'd probably just have to do the same thing Keaton and Rajay did with me.
Yeah.
To be a leader, just lead those guys, because they can't, TJ played a lot, Lacey played a few before he got hurt. So, just being a leader for those guys and, me having the experience in the room, it'll, just be a stepping stone for me and them, and just being able to just have that leadership role, honestly.
It would be kind of poetic for Marlon specifically, who got robbed of a highlight moment in the Military Bowl, to be the football gods were against you that day, Marlon, but maybe they'll be in your favor this time around.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I just keep saying good morning and good night. You never know what could happen.
I like that. Marlon Gunn joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Well, Marlon, let's talk to you as a former Pirate for a moment and just get your take on this football team. You have not played with these two quarterbacks, Mitch Griffiths and Emory Williams, and we still technically don't know who the starter is going to be. That's going to be determined in the next few months. New offensive coordinator, so there's a lot of unknowns, but what kind of do you know about this football team, and what are your expectations for ECU in 2026?
I have high expectations for him. The quarterback battle almost remind me of when JDB had first got in.
Yeah.
It was a battle between Caden and Jake, and so there was this pretty much what it reminds me of. I heard they are pretty good though, and it's going to probably be a tough decision because the competition I've been hearing is going on in practice, and as far as like the running back room, different things like that. Me and TJ, we talk all the time, and it's just I'm just telling them like I say the same way Keaton and Rajay did with me. It's just like, keep your head up, hey, just keep working. And that's pretty much it. But, I have definitely high expectations. On that defensive side, you got DJ Johnson returning.
Yeah.
D-Money coming back. You got D-Money coming back from his injury. So, and this is a lot of those guys. I think a lot of those guys are stepping up, so I can't really think about all of them.
A guy that stood out to me because we heard his name a lot more, and just from a sheer size standpoint, was Preston Carr. How about that? Can he make another jump and be an impact guy?
Oh yeah. We gonna make sure we make sure he good. He I hear he been going. He had a good spring. Hopefully a good summer. So hopefully he have a good fall camp. And just like I say, high expectations for all of them.
New OC, new DC, but Blake Harrell's still in charge, and I feel like Marlon and a lot of fans do, and every former player and current player I talk to, as long as he's in charge, you got a certain confidence. Is that you agree with that with Coach Harrell?
Oh, 100%, 100%. That's how I feel like that's what kept us going so much last year, because he would basically, just tell us like, we kind of feed off his energy. Like if he come to practice all sad and down, it's just gonna kind of just spread the energy along the room. And then now we ain't gonna want to practice. Now we gonna be feeling down. But as long as he come in there with the energy, then he could just spread it around. So yeah, I definitely agree with that statement.
Marlon Gunn joining us, Turner Home Team Live Line. Marlon, you were fun to watch as a player. I enjoyed interviewing you as well. Got a good sense of humor, fun guy to talk to, and hell, man, I hope we can see you on the field again. And it is a possibility. So keep your phone on, Marlon, in case you get a call from Coach or the NCAA or somebody.
Oh, yeah, I will. Hey, can't let it go nowhere. Waiting on that one call. That's it.
Hey, appreciate you, Marlon. Good luck to you, man. And we'll talk to you again down the road, bud.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all.
All right, there is former, potentially future Pirate running back, Mully Gunn, joining us down the sideline on the Turner Home Team Live Line. And what a weird time it is to be a college sports fan, where You just never know what you're going to wake up to.
Marlon Gunn could be back on the sidelines for ECU next year.
On the sideline.
On the sideline.
Anyway, we get Rajay back. Come on, my guy.
Oh, my God.
One more time. Let's take a break. We'll come back, continue on hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This feels like the sports bar. I am producing. I am hosting. I'm guest booking. Jackman and Avery handling the video. But I'm going to step back in the First Flight Credit Union studios and wrap up hour number 2. We got Bryce Williams and Blake Williams and Blake Harrell. Oh my God, comments coming up in hour 3 of today's program.
We gonna make it.
It's been a hectic hour 2. We'll go to break, come back, and have more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday after these words.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr! College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get fucked up.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812, and go Pirates!
Chico
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $11.99. Plus Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are just $3.49. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas, also just $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Hey, this is John Gordon, author of The Energy Bus, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at AA.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. PGV, where the pirates fly. Now let's take it back in. Here's Clip.
Back with you. Pirate Radio Live. It's good to be back.
Natural order has been restored.
It's kind of stressful over there in Studio B.
That's a lot.
But back inside the First Flight Credit Union studio on a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Thanks to Matt Swierad for joining us earlier this hour. Chris Stewart, play-by-play voice of Alabama, going to join us on the show on Thursday for another Appliances Superstore opponent preview. We'll continue to talk high school football as well. Ryan Bowie from South Central will join us on Wednesday, and Garrett Wingate from Aiden Grifton will join us Thursday on the show. Your old stomping ground.
Yeah, I'm going to wear my old gear.
We'll talk some Aiden Grifton football coming up, charges on Thursday. Steve is in the chat. Does Jackson know where Ayo is? I've not had a Ayo in a long time. And Steve says, sad that we've gone to the end of the roads. Very well done, boys to men. Speaking of things that old people like and you kids probably don't care about, Hard Knocks returns tonight.
What?
You a Hard Knocks guy?
I do like some good Hard Knocks.
The TV show?
Yeah.
Okay. Hard Knocks coming up on HBO. And they, this year, will be featuring the Seahawks. First time ever, I believe, a Super Bowl champion has appeared on Hard Knocks.
It's a little weird.
It is, because they used to have a policy where, like, if you went to the playoffs or if you had a first-year head coach, you were exempt, basically.
You weren't allowed to be on the show.
Well, it wasn't they weren't allowed. It was you are allowed to not be on. Like, teams usually don't want to do this. Yeah. But the Seahawks will be the team. Man, this is crazy. It's been going since 2001 when they featured the Baltimore Ravens, and that was the famous the guy, the rookie was doing the skit of Shannon Sharp, and he kept saying, I want my restitution. I want my restitution. And very funny moment. But yeah, been going on for a long time. Another sign that football is near. And I did say off the air, I think, to Mully that it's a little sad that I'm not that excited about Hard Knocks. Like, I used to be really excited about it, but now there's so much behind the scenes stuff and teams putting out videos every single day that the access is there. I mean, I just watched Quarterback, which is basically, Hard Knocks for an entire season for 4 QBs. They have in-season Hard Knocks, which I did not watch last year because the Commanders sucked and it was the NFC East. And I did not care to see any more Commanders football than I had to. So just there's kind of oversaturation, I guess, at this point. But there was a time where I feel like, as a football fan, Hard Knocks was must-see TV.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we're there anymore.
Not really. I mean, with the age of social media, you kind of already get the feeling of what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, if you follow a team page, and I mean, it used to be, your local sports team would have to provide this stuff. But now the teams control it, and that goes down to colleges as well. We have less access to coaches and athletes here at Pirate Radio than we've ever had at ECU because they kind of control their own thing and put out their own stuff.
Yeah.
There was a time where I would go out to practice and talk to the head coach, 3 assistant coaches, and 7 players. I just have tons of audio, and now it's very restricted. In fact, we got the practice schedule for fall camp, and Blake Harrell is going to have 5 or so, media opportunities to talk to him. The coordinators will have, I think, 2, and I think we get some players after a scrimmage, and that's kind of about it. We'll have some photos, some videos for a lot of those days, including tomorrow, and looking forward to being out there for day 1. But yeah, it is definitely scaled back over the years. Jamie said college teams doing Hard Knocks would be cool. Don't we have something like that? Or the season? Well, Amazon came out with the whole season because the Panthers were on that. Mm-hmm. But wasn't there a college, is it like Notre Dame?
I have no idea.
Let's see when I type in college football Hard Knocks.
If not, that actually is a good idea.
Oh, though. Jamie, I had a great idea. They plan to show and have a partnership with North Carolina and Bill Belichick, but it fell through. Remember that?
Interesting.
Reports emerged that UNC and new head coach Bill Belichick would be featured on Hard Knocks style off-season program. The deal collapsed, according to this, because the format of Hard Knocks centers strictly around NFL training camp, cut down drama, rather than a full college season. Alongside, here's the rub, disagreements regarding content control and film rights.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Belichick was like, yeah, we'll do this, but you can't film this or this or this or have me saying this or have Jordan appearing here or show how awful we're going to be and how I completely have lost control of what I'm doing here and how Michael Lombardi is doing stuff to get him in trouble with HR and how there might be some gambling issues going on and how we're going to lose by 40 to TCU and how we're going to have Shaquille O'Neal as our DJ.
I was about to say, but you know what? At least they get a free Shaq concert. So
as long as you don't show any of that, we can do this show.
Just privacy, man.
We're not talking about this. No. John Moody, what's up, John? I'm afraid I don't think we're going to be able to grant your request here. He wants to hear... I got a little taco meat on my chest.
Oh, gosh. Let's see if I can find that. That is such a...
I got a little taco meat on my chest. So Jared Watkins will be here. I got to say, and keep him in your prayers. This is the worst ankle injury anybody has ever had.
Waiting for you to pick
this is worse than when Joe Theismann broke his leg on Monday Night Football.
Oh, gosh.
Apparently his last checkup on his ankle. My God.
When did this happen with this
Jackson,
ankle?
if I were you, I wouldn't comment much.
I was just asking.
He won't say much to me. He will berate you and maybe physically assault you. So be careful with what you say.
He's already come close a couple times. So,
Jamie brings up a good point. There are 2 taco meats on my chest because one time we had Jamie saying, I got a little taco meat on my chest. I might try to find that during the break.
Gosh.
But Jarrett should be back tomorrow.
He'll be back.
Not 100%.
I got faith in you, boy.
Not quite yet. Steve says Bone has that Marty Jannetty ankle. Do you know who Marty Jannetty is?
I don't, but his name sounds familiar.
Do you know who Shawn Michaels is?
Yes.
The Heartbreak Kid. That was his tag team partner, and Shawn Michaels went this way towards the roof, and unfortunately, Jannetty went the other way to the flow. As what was that, Steve? The Rockers? Was that the tag team they were before HBK broke off and went solo? Kevin Owens returned. Do y'all
saw
watch
that.
wrestling at all?
I watch a little bit of it. I'll watch like the big major events, but otherwise, because I don't want to pay for that new ESPN thing.
I will not pay for that, so I'm out on wrestling.
Yeah, I follow a little bit of it, mostly just what I can find on social media.
Yeah, saw that. Saw there was like a mini Shield reunion, maybe.
Oh, hold on.
I got a little taco meat on my chest.
Yeah, turn it up.
There we go. Hold on. I don't know why it's so quiet.
I got a little taco meat on my chest.
And we'll never get. See,
that's one of them.
Like. That's Daquan Barnes, who was never really a big factor here at ECU, but that proves my point that we could request, players and talk to them.
Yeah.
And ask Daquan Barnes why Ruffin McNeil and his teammates called him Taco.
Yeah, well, there you go.
And he
I
said,
got a little taco meat on my chest.
Yeah, that's why he was called Taco. John says, KO show, baby. Yeah, and I like that era, and I think as a hefty guy, I was a big fan of KO. Bray Wyatt was my favorite, and really I haven't liked wrestling since the passing of Bray Wyatt. That kind of took me out of it.
Yeah.
And I still haven't watched any of like the tributes or anything because, you know what? It's kind of too sad. And maybe one day I will, but not quite ready to do it yet. All right, let's take a break. Bryce Williams will join us. When we return, we'll hear more from Blake Harrell from earlier today on the Brian Bailey Show. If you missed it, guess what? You can hear it at 6 o'clock, or you can hear it right now, or you can hear it tomorrow, or any day you want to, because it is on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. It's available where you get your podcast. An hour with the headman, Blake Harrell, earlier today on the Brian Bailey Show. We'll hit some of those comments for Bryce Williams and have more Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Back with you after this timeout.
Save the date for the biggest party of the football season. Join Pirate Radio on Thursday, September 10th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light. It's a night of great music, great friends, and pirate pride as the party returns to the Hilton Greenville and Greenville Boulevard. This year's special guest is ECU legend and Super Bowl champion Linville Joseph.
Ball's out, picked up by the Vikings. Joseph. Can he win this long foot race? Linville Joseph. No flags. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Come welcome Linville back to Greenville, then dance the night away with live music from Trainwreck. Stay tuned to Pirate Radio for your chance to score free tickets to the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light, Thursday, September 10th.
He just put Sayamalo on his back. What a play by Linville Joseph.
Party like a pirate with Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservation. Larry's Steakhouse.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Pepper, oh no they didn't! Papa John's just took their signature pepperoni and hand-stuffed it inside that garlic-kissed crust. Oh, now that's an epic pepperoni stuffed crust pizza like no mouth has ever seen!
The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza is back for only $14.99. The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza made from original fresh dough, hand-stuffed with cheese and signature pepperoni, and baked into a garlicky seasoned crust. Order at papajohns.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Ready to save money on your current automobile loan? Right now, a road to savings couldn't be faster. At First Flight, we're making borrowing easy with our limited time auto refinance promotion. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, Newbern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary to see how one of our experienced lenders can beat your current auto loan rate by 0.5%. All local residents are membership eligible. Terms and conditions do apply. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
Come celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around. Our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Hi, this is Parker Morgan, Sales Manager at Morgan Printers in Greenville. We're a full-service, family-owned printing company specializing in superior full-color printing, serving both the commercial and retail markets all across Eastern North Carolina. Whether you need personalized marketing and promotional items, posters, business cards, books, magazines, calendars, or invitations, we want to be your print company of choice. Call me anytime to discuss your project needs at 800-962-1972. That's 800-962-1972, or go to morganprinters.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Brown and Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown and Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's take it back in for the start of this final hour. Hey, yours clip.
All right, thank you, Jackson. Got Avery here as well. Jared Watkins will be back tomorrow. We're keeping him in our T's and P's. And, oh man, I was about to make a snarky comment, but he just walked in. Let me do it before he walks in. Supposedly, Bryce Williams and Chandler Honeycutt were going to join me in hour number 3. So let's say let's say ho and hey to those guys. Hey, Bryce. Hey, Chandler.
Hey.
There he is.
Bryce is here. Bryce, go get a water. I know you like to go get a water.
I got him. I'll go get him. Hold on. I got him.
Get Bryce a water. I'm sure he's parched.
Always.
After a hot, although we got days where it gets hot and then it rains and cools off and then gets hot again.
It is strange.
Been getting a lot of rain lately.
Yeah. I feel like I'm getting a little teased on the thinking, the early fall weather's coming here,
And Bryce, one day, East Carolina, if there's lightning or bad weather, will be able to go inside and practice. That day is approaching.
That's crazy.
And I feel like it's a day that... So, Bryce, you were here from, 11 to 15, 12 to 15?
Yep.
How much did you hear about a practice facility during your time?
I think it
was probably us talking about it, and maybe not amongst the team.
Yeah, I think it was like, we need to practice. I think it was like we need one.
Yeah. But Greg Hudson was here from 05 to 10, or to 9, and he used to recruit guys saying we're building a practice facility. Now, that was him maybe just outwardly lying, but talks of needing one has gone on forever, for that long. We're talking 20 plus years now. So that day is coming.
Sure. Yeah, man, it's definitely a big step.
Well, on that note, Bryce, I wanted to talk about, fall. So the players report today. What's report day like? What do you remember about that?
For me, it was excitement. And of course it was like, knowing the season was near, but then of course it was knowing you had training camp. You're like, dang, it's going to be a little bit of a grind here, some long days.
Let me see if I can compare it to something in my life as a non-athlete. So, like, going back to school was fun because you got to see your friends.
Yeah.
But you had the school part, and that is a grind. That's a long school year.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a good and a bad. Is that a similar situation?
Yeah, I would say so. Of course, you're ready to get the season going.
Yeah.
All the expectations you have as a team. Your personal expectations and goals. It's all coming right there at it. But then you like the practice. Dang, it's gonna be. Gotta wake up early. It's gonna be hot.
Did y'all do 2 a days then, or
we did? But it was like pads and then maybe like helmets or something. I mean, it wasn't nothing like it was heck, even maybe 10 years before us, maybe so or less. But it's exciting. I mean, it's a good time. I mean, I would do it in a heartbeat, 100%. Maybe not like the 30, 40 minute like walkthroughs pre-practice. It's like I wish we could just like get up there, warm up, go practice. I loved every bit of it, but man, those walkthroughs before practice were like, oh, dang gum. Because practice starts at 3. Nah, you get out there you better be ready to go at like 2:15.
Yeah.
It's like, sheesh. But
we'll hear some Blake Harrell. One thing he said today, and it might be in one of the cuts, but Bailey asked him about what do you want to see in day one, and he said, I don't want it to look like it's day one. Like you have to be ready to go and be crisp from the start because, and this has changed over the years, but you're able to work out a little bit more with your teammates and coaches now in the summer and leading up to it. So once you get out there, like it feels like a long time, but it goes by quick. And then next thing you know, you're kicking off in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah,
so.
100%. It's a good time. I kind of like the thought, liked how it was structured. When I was playing, and I think prior, like that summer, it was really left up to. It's like you had your time away from the coaches. Us, as a team, we were ambitious enough and structured and disciplined, I guess, all those words to get together, work on our 7-on-7s was what we did against the defense. And it was fun to have that. Like now I'm like, I feel like you don't get a break from the coaches. Not, that's outside looking in. I'm like, I kind of like just being us. And then, all right, because you get, I mean, I love my coaches, but I feel like you got enough of them from fall to, all the way to the bowl games and stuff. But
so in 2010, let's see if I can find this. There was an ECU assistant coach who was fired for like peeking at his team practicing during the summer. I cannot remember his name. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can find.
I remember that memory.
2010 ECU coaching staff. If anybody remembers that, let me know. But it was kind of a weird story, and that's not the full truth probably, but it was something to that effect. I guess he wouldn't be on the list if he got the axe, but I'm pretty sure it was Ruff's first year, and it was a dude with like long hair.
Oh,
his name is not on this list. Was he special teams? Maybe.
I think so.
Let's see. 2010. It was before you got here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2010 ECU special teams
maybe
coach.
11.
I'll try 11 after this. Clay McGuire. I remember him. But anyway, yeah, the old like kind of tampering or whatever you want to call it. He was not where he was supposed to be. Kirk Dahl. You know Kirk Dahl?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I can't find his name. But just a warning to you coaches, follow the rules. That goes for you, Bill Belichick, and everything y'all have going on in North Carolina right now. Bryce, let's hear a little bit from Blake Harrell. So you said earlier if you could go through it again, you would.
Yeah. Of course, give me the season too, I think.
Some guys might get that chance. Have you seen the latest dumb stuff going on in college football? And I try to be here and be like, Bryce, you just got to move on and stay up with the times. The portal, I know you don't like it, but deal with it. I try to kind of make sense of everything, but even this one got me. So players, now I'm going to have to read the article again. It's confusing to me. But anyway, there is a circumstance, a judge passed where the 2022 class, if they played 4 years, they get another year of eligibility.
You want my help with it?
Do you have help?
So it's basically 2022 high school class that played as a freshman and played all 4 years, just graduated, have now been granted a 5th year of eligibility.
For ECU, that would be running back Marlon Gunn and defensive players J.D. Lampley and Sam Danka, who are, all good players. Now, let's hear Blake Harrell's comments on it, because I don't think it's fully passed yet, but what a great timing. Practice starts tomorrow, and this stuff comes out. But let's hear cut one from Blake Harrell earlier today on the Brian Bailey Show.
Judge Charlotte Sweeney ordered NCAAs to declare eligible all class of 2022 who exhausted 4 seasons this spring. So that, in fact, impacts Marlon Gunn, J.D. Lampley, Sam Danka, maybe some others. What do you do as the head football coach? You're getting ready to start with your team for 2026, and now you may have some stragglers. What do you do?
Cliff, I would have lost my money in Vegas right there. I would have guaranteed the first question was going to be about the quarterback.
It would have been.
It would have been. And Bailey, also, I graduated in 2006, so bonus question, am I eligible?
And I don't think so. I've checked your eligibility.
Depends on how good you are.
That's true.
Well, I'm not playing it.
We might can get some waivers. No, I think, I've learned a lot about the court systems this past weekend.
I bet.
And how injunctions work, how appeals work, who can put that on pause, and how those things play out. But I think there's a judge in Colorado, Sweeney, that she ordered a injunction last week that anybody that's only played 4 years of football, class of 22, started out as a freshman, they can come back for a 5th year, just like the new 5-for-5 rule this plays. The NCAA asked for clarification. She gave clarification over the weekend, stating she's not messing with roster limits, she's not messing with rev share totals, she's not messing with any of those things, transfer portals, any of that stuff. So that's kind of narrowed it down. Obviously, the NCAA appealed it yesterday, so the process has got to play out. Hopefully, in the coming days, that process plays out and we have some clarity. Obviously, we don't want to live in a world of what ifs.
Right.
We want to take care of the guys in our locker room, our football team. But you also, if certain scenarios happen, just like in a game, you're going to have a game plan for that moving forward.
Okay.
Blake Harrell there. Bryce asking the 5-for-5. So you have 5 years to play 4 seasons.
Yeah, you have
your time. Your clock is over. Is that right?
I think it's 5 years to play, I can't even tell you. The only thing that I know, though, is that the red shirt is done. The red shirts do not exist anymore. It's what I've heard from this ruling.
All right. 5-for-5 begins at full-time college enrollment or the academic year after an athlete turns 19, whichever comes first. Red shirting eliminated. Traditional red shirts, medical hardship waivers, general extension requests are removed, meaning an injury year still counts against the 5-year limit. Strict narrow exceptions remain for active military duty, official religious missions, or pregnancy.
Yep.
Applies fully to incoming freshman classes starting when the enrollment in fall 2027. Current athletes, those enrolling earlier, So, but you can still play only 4 seasons, right?
I think it's
allowing student athletes 5 years to play 5 seasons.
I was about to say it's
so
a
it is a
5-for-5.
complete overall.
Yeah.
Give him 5 years now.
So now you can graduate and come back for 1 more year.
And I guess
what the heck?
You're kind of building in maybe a redshirt year or an injury year in that.
They've granted 5 years. That's crazy.
And man, honestly, if we didn't have the transfer portal, I would be kind of down for this because, like, so a lot of these guys aren't playing pro football. Like, their glory days, their best days are in college. And if you could have a guy that again like sits out for 1 year, but you know about him, and then gets 4 years to play, like, or even plays 5 years, whatever.
Jeez.
It would be cool, but we are long gone from those days.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm confused by all this stuff too.
I swear, I just feel like people just like to change things that don't deem need to be changed.
Jamie says 5th year no longer a grad year either. I assume don't have to take classes. I mean, I guess you've got. And again, I was going to ask Bryce what the class rule was, but I'm sure that's changed in the last 11 years or whatever. But did you have to have a certain amount of hours or something? Because a lot of guys graduate before they're done playing football, right? So what kind of classes are you taking at that point?
I think just to be eligible.
Yeah, right.
I kind of was in that boat.
So do you remember what you took like your last semester?
I think it says it like on like the screen. My aunt took a picture of it, and I was, I graduated criminal justice, but my new degree was like, I don't think it was child development. There was something like, I didn't remember what.
Damn,
it was.
Bryce, you get a job in just about anything.
Yeah, jeez, I don't even. It was weird though because I don't. Yeah, I guess I don't even know how that worked. I just knew I could just. This is where I was.
Dale Steele told you where to go. And
Coach Steele told me where to go. And Miss Sue, she told me what to do and where I was. And Brian, I didn't have. Thank goodness I didn't have to make too many decisions.
Bryce, you're like a robot. Like the coaches told you where to go. Shane told you what to do. You just kind of did it.
I just had to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just do your job. But yeah, no, that's a good point. Like what are the class requirements now? And not that I care. I'm not going to pretend like that football, like sports is entertainment. And with all this money being thrown around, that's what college sports is to me now, entertainment. And it'd be nice to have these guys in there, working on their arithmetic. But,
it is weird. It's like there's a throwing all this random other, like these appeal, for 5th year eligibility and all this other stuff. I'm wondering, like, I guess we're riding out another year of the normal NIL, like just the standard procedures. I wonder if that's ever going to get trimmed up.
I don't know how it would hold up legally. I like to think there's a chance where the portal could be changed a little bit, where you get one free transfer, and after that you have to sit out a year, something like that.
But then it's like, so if you sit out a year, you're still eligible 5 years?
That's a good point now with this rule, because you're losing, which would deter guys from transferring again.
Yeah.
Because you're right. If you go somewhere your freshman year, you don't like it, then you transfer somewhere, that's year 2. Let's say a new rule comes in, you go to a new school, you miss your 3rd year, so you would still play technically 4 years. But one of your 5 years will be gone in that scenario. And you wouldn't have time to transfer again.
Yeah.
So it would take away that opportunity. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I guess the NCAA doesn't do well in courts. So it's like, you've heard the Wild Wild West. It kind of feels like that. I was going to mention earlier when you said, like, you would like to play football, but maybe not go through the all the days. I'll use Linville Joseph, who, by the way, will be at the Pirate Radio football kickoff party. Bryce Williams will not be the tallest, or biggest, I should say, person at the party. He's probably taller than Linville.
I think so.
He's 6'4".
Yeah, he's short,
So Bryce still will be the tallest party member, perhaps. But guys like him, when they get late in their career, so he made a decent money with the Giants, hit a nice payday with the Vikings on his second contract, and then played a couple seasons with the Chargers with a nice deal. But then Bryce, he was at the point in his career where he could do this. Teams going for a Super Bowl used him as a mercenary. November 16th, he signs with a team. Forget training camp. Forget all those meaningless early season games.
Right.
He's there for the back end and the playoffs.
Isn't that crazy?
The next year, November 2nd, joins the team. So that's the job right there, right? You join a team at that point in the season. And try to get you a Super Bowl. Now, he did go, back with Dallas for a full year in 2024. And has not officially retired. And we'll see what kind of shape he's in. But, like, if he's in game shape, I wouldn't be shocked if in November one of the Rams or one of these teams going for a Super Bowl calls him up and tries to.
When did he get into the league? Was it early
11, 10? Yeah, 11. No, 10.
10. That's crazy.
Dang,
yeah, he's just saying, I'm just going to stay working out. And
they probably called him in September. He's like, call me in a month. Call him in October. Call me in one more month. November, yeah, I'll join you.
Yeah.
Let me sign a contract and let's go try to win a ring. But yeah, great gig if you can get it at that point. Aaron Donald, what's the latest on Aaron Donald?
Because he retired, didn't he?
He did, but he's pulling the old boxer move where you retire and then unretire. Rams plan for Aaron Donald return. Rams have planned for Donald return. So it's probably going to be one of those situations where he signs in like the day after their last preseason game or something. And just so he gets to miss all the camp stuff and just join the team, I would imagine. Some NFL news. Jackson, you said a big-time running back got a big-time contract.
It was. Bijan Robinson is now the highest-paid running back in the league.
Bijan. Man, he's...
How do you spell that?
Bijan?
Yes.
Is there any kind of thing over anything?
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
That little,
Bijan Robinson signed a historic 3-year contract extension with the Atlanta Falcons worth up to $75 million, locking him in through 2030. This makes him the highest paid running back in NFL history, and this comes literally hours after it was announced both he and Jahmyr Gibbs were holding out on their respective teams until a new contract was given to either of them.
Man.
So now Jahmyr Gibbs is with the Lions right now, looking at that and wondering when his check comes in.
I would say, and McCaffrey is not what he was with the injuries, but he's kind of in this category. Like current running backs who are, as you would say, different.
Yeah.
I would say McCaffrey, Saquon, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan. Anybody else on the list?
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I guess it's amazing what he's
since
done.
He's joined Baltimore, though. When he was a Titan, he was phenomenal. Last year, he did not look good.
All right, let's look at Derrick Henry's not good Baltimore numbers. I want to look at what a not good running back looks like.
I'm just saying he had a few really bad fumbles.
He was also like,
dude, okay.
He's going to turn the ball over.
Last year, yeah, he wasn't that good. He didn't hit 1,600 yards. Only had 1,595 yards and 16 touchdowns.
Jeez.
Bum ass Henry the year before had 1,921 yards and 16 touchdowns. You get this guy out of the league, man.
I said he didn't have a good year last year. For him, that is not a good year.
Bryce, don't believe everything you read on the internet. Wait till you see this number. Wait till you see Derrick Henry, high school rushing yards. High school rushing yards, 12,124 yards.
Yeah.
How 252 yards a game. That is stupid.
153 touchdowns.
That's what Jackson expects him to do in the NFL.
Well, you just said the year before last, he had almost 2,000 yards, right? And then last year, he loses almost 500 of it? Where does it go?
That is, I don't know what you're trying to do right now. If you're trying to
I said he had a
where
down
you just
year.
argue stupid stuff. But if you talk about a guy having a historic season and take away 400 yards, still almost has 1,600 yards, and you're using that as an example to say he's a bum, it's not a good argument.
I didn't say he was a
You
bum.
said he was bad.
I said he was bad last year.
And I said he had 1,600 yards and 16 touchdowns. What is good?
Good for him is almost 2,000 yards.
All right, this is a stupid discussion. With at least one stupid person, maybe two.
what was his yards for his best year in with the Titans?
Well, he had a 2,000-yard season, 2,027.
Yeah.
So that bum ass in 2024 was about 100 yards short of one of the greatest seasons of all time. That's Jackson's argument. Yeah, Anything else? What are you looking up? What are you Googling right now?
I'm looking at the Russian leaders from last year.
You're looking up
just to see the Russian leaders from
AI.
last
Help
year.
me try to say Derrick Henry's bad. Give me examples, please. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll hear more from Blake Harrell. Did he announce a starting quarterback on the Brian Bailey Show? No. Maybe. You got to stay tuned and listen. Also, he told a story about playing at Alabama and he cussed. We had to beep him.
Oh,
we did. We had a Blake Harrell.
Cut him off or just beep him.
Oh, live on the air? If you go to YouTube and you want to hear Blake Harrell cuss, you can, because we can't beat that. No, so it's up there.
I've been nipped.
Oh man, let's see if we can find Bryce Williams' phone call where he cussed. We had to cut him off.
Oh gosh,
I was still talking.
All right, we'll take a break. Come back, more to go, and maybe we'll let Chandler talk.
Yeah, John.
All right, back with you after this.
Hey, Pirate fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. A win isn't a win without the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Proudly distributed locally by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Hello, Pirate fans. Jeff Stein coming at you from Brown & Wood Buick GMC. For Buick, we've got Invistas at 0.9 with $1,000 purchase allowance. Encore GX 0.9 with $2,250 in purchase allowance. Envision also with 0.9 with $1,750 in purchase allowance. And Enclave 0.9 with $750 in purchase allowance. Only at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. We've got 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Looking for Washington's favorite place to eat? The spot locals keep coming back to. Head to Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now open 7 days a week, Down on Main is serving up all your favorites. From the house salad with grilled chicken, to the half club and chips, to the crowd-pleasing fried shrimp plate. After a long day, unwind with dinner and drinks on the patio. It's the perfect place to relax and catch up with friends. And don't miss Wednesdays, half-price wings from 4 till close. Down on Main Street, right on Main Street in historic downtown Washington.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
UBE and Pireware.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at Pirateware.com. Go Pirates!
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
Make dining out an event at Circa 81 in Morehead City. Whether it's date night, girls' night out, or kicking off a weekend at the coast, Circa 81 reinvents dining through creatively crafted small plates designed to be passed around. Enjoy lunch or dinner Wednesday through Saturday, or have delicious brunch or dinner on Sunday. Circa 81 also provides a private dining space for celebrations. For reservations, visit circa81.com. Circa 81, Morehead City's gathering place.
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never
felt so good.
So good, so good, so good.
I saved a bunch of cash.
Buy, sell, trade.
Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
This is Miles Berry, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Ready to take the next steps, fall classes at Pitt Community College are enrolling now. Whether you're starting college, earning a degree, learning a new skill, or preparing for a better career, Pitt Community College has affordable programs designed to fit your life. Visit pittcc.edu today and enroll for the fall semester. Now let's take it back in. Here's clip.
Back with you.
Here's
Bryce. There's Jackson. There's Avery. All right, Bryce has to run in 12 or so minutes. So
yeah.
Let's go ahead and skip to Blake Harrell telling a story about playing at Alabama earlier today on the Brian Bailey Show, because the Pirates will open up in Tuscaloosa. And Blake Harrell's been there before with the Citadel, and he talked about it earlier today. Cut 4.
I got booed in Denny Bryant.
Did you really? What did they boo you for?
Well, they didn't boo me. They booed our team, I guess. So, I
got a feeling that's going to happen again.
we're Alabama hasn't trailed all year. This is 2018. This is right before the Iron Bowl. They play Auburn. They got Tua. They got Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, all those guys. I think they had like 19 first-round draft picks or something. And we're the little old Citadel. We're a 500 football team. We're going in there. We run the triple option, which Nick Saban, every time he talks, he's like, hey, to a goose or whatever. He's talking about the Georgia Southern game. But he's talking about all those things. He hates the triple option. And we only played 4 defensive.
I didn't have that on my bingo card. Yeah. That was coming out.
We only played 4 defensive possessions the first half. And we made them fumble one time. We had a 3-and-out. We held them to a field goal, and we let them score a touchdown. So they had 10 points.
All right.
Somehow we broke out a midline. We get down the sideline. We get in the end zone. And right before the half, we get in the red zone. We kick a field goal to tie it up 10-10 at the half. So we go in, and they're booing us as we're going in, and our players all hyped it up. I'm like, come on now, don't wake anybody up. Saban's going to go in there, and Coach Saban's going to get after them. And, so we kind of making adjustments in the hallway. I'm like, all right, this is how we're going to keep it close in the second half, and let's see if we can continue to do what we do, just keep the ball in front of us, and blah, blah. We open the door to the locker room, get ready to go in, and our players like standing on top of tables, and it's like shirts off, celebrating. I'm like,
tarps off.
I'm like, yeah, guys, the game's not over.
It's halftime.
We still got 30 more minutes to play. We go out, and again, they haven't trailed all year. We go out. We sky kick it because we're scared to kick it deep. We sky kick it. We're the little old Citadel, FCS football. They're Alabama. They fumble it. They muff the kick. They muff the catch, the return. We recover it like the 30-yard line. We can't get a first down. So now we line up to kick a field goal. I'm like, hey, if we hit this thing, make sure somebody takes a picture, because that'll be the first time and maybe the only time they trail all year. And we have a false start. We get backed up. We miss the field goal. And it wasn't ugly. It was ugly from there.
What was the final?
Like 45-13 or something.
Great story. Nick Saban, he was referring to Nick Saban talking about playing against the option. And I typed in the phrase Blake Harrell used, bleep through a goose. The actual quote is, he's talking about FCS opponent Georgia Southern. They run through our bleep like bleep through a tin horn, man. So they run through our bleep like bleep through a tin horn. So there you go. There's the see it there? Yeah. They run through our butt like poop through a tin horn. Nick Saban.
That's wisdom.
So quit asking.
Is that wisdom? I guess would that be wisdom or just?
I think that's a type of wisdom, like a folksy Southern wisdom. Although Nick Saban's not Southern, is he? Anybody that coaches at Bama as long as he did is
Southern, right?
Honorary Southern. All right, Blake Carroll is not the first and won't be the last person to say a curse on Pirate Radio. In fact, the guy to my left did it. Mm-hmm. And of all the times you've been on the show, Bryce, and you're not, I would say off there, you're not really a foul-mouthed guy either.
Not for the most part, no.
But you let one slip. Also, when I see you here, you're not chasing Hogan's goat, as they say. This was at a wedding reception, I think. Yep. So this is Bryce calling into the fifth quarter.
So watch the game.
And he watched the Pirates and wanted to talk about it while at a wedding reception. What year does it say, Jackson?
This is in 21.
All right, 2021.
I can't remember who we were playing.
All right, well, let's hear it.
On the ride there, and then Anna, obviously my fiance, she was like, "Would you put that daggum phone up?" We got, the family's walking down the aisle. I said, "Man, I gotta watch some EC football." Kids are on fire. I gotta watch this thing. I watch it during the reception. So to see stuff, what is it, 45-3? I think we got to a minute left in the fourth quarter. I said, "We got this." So,
Bryce, you can't say that word even when you're on the phone.
Daggum. There you go. That's better.
All right, we got to cut him. We got to cut Bryce. Get him off.
Dang, there's no...
Get him off. Bryce, son of a gun can't cooperate. We got to cut him off.
Daggum it. See, but I didn't get the warning. Hey, you're on the air, don't cuss.
Ah, so that's on us.
I can, yep, I'm a gaslight, y'all.
The George Costanza. Was that wrong? Should I not have done that? Okay, Bryce, you're right. Well, guess what? The person who actually, I know that as the host, I was saying cut you, but the person that actually did it is no longer here. Jeez. You got her fired because you complained. About.
It's like an old tweet that comes back up.
Yeah. Shirley got canceled. Bryce canceled Shirley. Great moment though, Bryce. You were having a good night and we were having fun
watching some EC football.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it again. Don't even text me opening week, Bryce. Actually, I want you to, but I'm gonna go and tell you it's on ABC. You can get your damn rabbit ears. You can say damn, by the way.
Oh, we got that. What's the...
I know. The whole thing is kind of silly. I mean, it's just some words put together.
And we an opinion
freak out. I know.
Bad.
Like, who created that? I think about that a lot. Not to go too deep, but who created these words? And why do we just accept them?
Right.
What if I want to say blipslebop?
Yeah, right.
You don't know. I might have just cut. I might have just insulted your whole family.
Exactly.
You said it in a different language.
No, you're speaking in a different language. I'm speaking in the correct language. Who's to say this is the right language? A lot of questions. Anyway, let's go outdoors. I need to go outdoors, man. I need to get in the woods with my mind.
We need some sunshine.
And with my brain on the Stroud's Marine Pirate Radio Outdoors Report. Been rainy, been hot, although, again, the rain has brought a little bit of coolness to the area. Bryce, does that mean anything for you outdoors-wise?
I haven't hit the water or woods, but I was able to go golfing and actually saw some gators. So, I'm kind of like Steve Irwin gator hunter while we were golfing.
Where is that?
Close to, down at, Sunset Beach, down towards Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
And, so I did come in contact with a gator close enough to where he hissed at me.
Wow.
Yeah. I said, you know what? And then he hissed. I said, okay, you win. And left. But
how close were you?
Probably.
You saying yonder or?
Probably here to the corner of the wall.
Right. That wall?
Yeah. And I stuck my club in the water and he...
8 feet, maybe? 10 feet?
No.
12? Less?
That's less. Yeah.
6?
Yeah.
Man.
So I did that. So we did it out there. And then, of course, my boat is on the market. So I've been wheeling and dealing recreation, as far as the sales things. Some of my boats for sale. So I've been dabbling in that, looking for another one. But
how many boats have you gone through since we've known each other?
Me, myself, I've only had 3, but with my father-in-law, it's been like.
And is that normal, or do you enjoy the?
Why? As far as like what me and my father-in-law do when it works, when it works out, I enjoy that. Like just kind of buying something that needs some work. And I go to Caleb
and getting your parts
from Caleb. Caleb has assisted with multiple boat,
very cool
restorations, flips, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, I don't think we've talked about that enough. That's another great resource with Shrouds Marine to do that.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. I literally go straight to him. Hey, bud, I need a motor. Hey, bud, I need this. Gauges, rigging, throttles. I tell you, if people see a deal on Facebook, buy it. And if it needs a motor or rigging or gauges or any of that jazz, steering cables, prop, I can go on. I can do this 26,000 times. But we don't have the time for it. But so in the mix of that, did some golfing this week, and then just wheeling dealing some on my boat. So hopefully can make something happen.
Bryce, trivia question. I think I know kind of the answer.
Cole Beasley.
What a reference that is.
Yeah.
Bryce Williams nailed a trivia answer at AJ's way back in the day. What is the difference between an alligator and crocodile?
Well, alligators are in North America. Crocodiles are not in North America, from my understanding, but the snout is different. Crocodiles get bigger than gators, from my understanding, but like the snout is totally like the alligators are more rounded and the crocodiles are more elongated.
All right. Alligators live only in the United States and China. This is according to this. Crocodiles. I didn't know about the difference in location. That's interesting. Yeah. But I did know about the snout. So snout shape, tooth visibility, and water preference. So if you see something here, you're seeing a gator. Mm-hmm. Okay. There you go.
Yep.
Good stuff. Shrouds Marine. Over 26,000 pre-owned parts, and you can find them stroudsmarine.com or on Rivet Street. Bryce, thanks for hanging out today. Next week we'll have more Blake Harrell audio to hit as we will be in practice. Day 1 of practice tomorrow.
Can't wait.
Here we go, baby.
Can't wait. I would be curious about, we talk about Caleb. I would love to know if any of our listeners, if anybody's utilized them, I would love to know how they utilized them, what they got.
What are your experiences?
Love to know that.
Is there something you need? And ask if they have it. The answer is probably yes. Yeah. And you can go check them out at Shrouds Marine. All right, Bryce, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We'll take a break, come back, and have more for you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay. It's where you live.
This is Dr. Hasty from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as a walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
If you need an appliance fast, head to Appliances Superstore in Greenville. They have the largest selection of in-stock appliances in Eastern North Carolina, including trusted brands like Speed Queen, so you can skip the wait and take home what you need today. Visit their new convenient location at 301 Plaza Drive and discover incredible savings on top brands. Visit their website, appliancessuperstore.com, and click the in-stock menu to shop the exact appliances they have ready today. Appliances Superstore. If it's in your home tomorrow, it's because it's in our store today. Go Pirates!
Pepper, oh no, they didn't! Papa John's just took their signature pepperoni and hand-stuffed it inside that garlic-kissed crust. Oh, now that's an epic pepperoni stuffed crust pizza like no mouth has ever seen.
The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza is back for only $14.99. The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza made from original fresh dough, hand stuffed with cheese and signature pepperoni, and baked into a garlicky seasoned crust. Order at papajohns.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jiggins Cowart, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch bundt cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a bundt cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bundt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
This is Ryan McChrystal, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Michaels and Gayqui Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or call today at 752-1600. Now let's take it back in. Here's Clip.
Welcome back to Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. Gather around, young kids. Let me tell you a little story.
Oh?
I mean, you know how screwed up college football is today?
Yeah.
Don't let old people like me or anybody else tell you, hey, we used to have it all figured out back in the day. Let's go back to 1990.
All right.
1990, Colorado! Ugh. The Buffaloes went 11-1-1. We'll get to that in a moment. They went 11-1-1. They won the AP poll after beating Notre Dame 10-9 in the Orange Bowl. Also, Georgia Tech finished 11-0-1 and won the coaches poll after defeating Nebraska 45-21 in the Citrus Bowl. It was a split championship. So when people say today everybody gets a trophy, and like literally everybody got a trophy, and we had ties.
Yeah.
Two ridiculous things.
I remember my dad telling me about that year where he was talking about how there were two national champions.
1991, the U.
It's all about the U. Defeated Nebraska 22-0 in the Orange Bowl, ranked number 1 in the AP poll. Washington won the Pac-12 12-0, beat Michigan in the Rose Bowl, number 1 in the coaches poll, number 1 in the Football Writers Association of America poll. Another who's the champion.
Right.
They didn't even have a championship game. You just go to bowl games and, all right, here's the bowl results. Let's pick who we think's the best. So after that, we go to the BCS.
I remember that.
Hey, look, at least we had a freaking championship game.
Yeah.
But I still feel like we could do better than a championship game.
I still remember growing up when I was trying to learn how to play football. My dad wanted me to originally play quarterback, and we used to watch that BCS National Championship game against Oklahoma with Tim Tebow. He wanted me to be Tim Tebow so badly because he just wanted me to get out and run and every now and again throw it.
I remember he would at night pray for you to become Tim Tebow. Why can't my son be Tim Tebow? And I felt bad for you, Jack. Let him be Jackson. Why does he have to be Tim Tebow?
Well, in his defense, I actually did really want to be Tim Tebow.
He made you become left-handed?
No, I never got that part down.
So we had the BCS, and then we go to the college football playoff.
Yep.
All right, we got a playoff.
But it's only 4 teams. And how do you decide which 4 get in?
So you know what? We need more. Yeah. And not just 8 or 10. We need like 12. We need like 12.
Yeah.
So my question to you, Gen Z, TikTok losers. Whoa. Whoa, that's too far. What does your perfect college football postseason look like? Because we're probably going to see another change.
I don't know that there is a really... it's so complicated because at the same time, you're like, oh, well, if you get all of the conference champions in, then you're just going to have somebody walk through one round and...
Jackson, I'm going to ask the question again, and I'm going to let Avery answer first.
Okay.
What does your perfect college football postseason look like?
I honestly like what we got right now.
You're cool with 12?
Yeah.
And some bowls?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to answer like Jackson and say there is no... I'm asking your personal... It's Jackson's world. Everybody's living in it. What's your college football postseason?
Top 24. Hard top 24. Whoever finishes in the top 24 plus conference champions are automatically in.
And top 24 in what? In the Jackson poll, which is what? Is that
which
humans,
would be college
computers,
college football playoff committee? That whatever
so
their
put
last
together a committee,
whatever their last 24
Condoleezza Rice.
It would be straight down the list. Your conference champions, and then you go down the list.
Whoa! You said top 24, hard top 24. That's all it is. Then you said something about conference champions.
So this is what I'm talking about. You get your conference champions are automatic bids, just like it would be for March Madness.
That's not a true top 24.
And you fill in the rest.
Akron's not in the top 24.
Well, obviously Akron's not in the top 24. But there typically is at least one team. If you go back and look, there's typically at least one team from every conference that finishes within the top 25 every year.
Okay, Jackson. Wait, hold on. One team from every conference.
From every conference. Typically, that's how it comes out at the end of the season. At the end of the season,
it's ever happened.
I have seen plenty
Who's the last MAC school in the top 25? Northern Illinois?
No.
100 years ago?
No, it was recently. Oh, who was it? No, this did happen recently where there was a MAC team that was ranked at the end. It might have been Ohio.
And American and Sun Belt and Conference USA and Mountain West?
I think so.
Now you think. All right. Can you please answer my question? You're having a 24-team playoff.
Yes.
All conference champions are invited.
Yes.
And honestly, if you're saying that, then you're saying the next highest ranked 18 teams.
Yes.
If I did my math right. No. How many conferences are there? Power 4.
Power 4, group of 6.
Group
so
of 6,
10.
so 10, so 14.
So 14.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got there, folks. We got
Took a
there.
minute.
Look, I love...
Math is hard.
Man, that's a lot. How many regular season games you playing?
Like 10?
10.
No conference championship?
Well, no, you have to have conference championship. Because conference champions get
That's
in.
a lot of football, man.
Well, what would the buys look like?
Oh, yeah.
See, because that's what I'm thinking. You keep the same amount of buys. You keep the 2 bye weeks, but you just take down 2 games.
Like a 16 team would be even, so maybe like 8 teams get a bye. Is that too much?
I don't know.
I love the idea of every conference being included. I just don't think that I'm not even gonna say I don't think. I know that will never happen.
No, there's no way.
If I'm Alabama, if I'm Ohio State, there's no reason you could suggest that Louisiana, as the Sun Belt champion, should be in my playoff. I'm sorry.
Well, and it's not even like you can compare it to other sports. The skill gap in football is so much different than every other sport in college. I mean, like, of course, it's a little bit easier with basketball and with baseball.
Well, there's that. And I just think the sport itself leans less to upsets than a guy getting hot in basketball or a good pitcher in baseball.
Yeah.
And hockey, the seeds mean absolutely nothing most of the time.
Yeah.
Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Unless you're the Carolina Hurricanes. Avery, if you could watch one player play in the college football playoff, who would it be?
I mean, come on. Do I even have to say it?
Jeremiah Melvin.
There we go.
Matt said, "This is why Gen Z will doom us." Hey, I thought it was a good discussion.
I can see his point.
Jackson making me animated.
That's half the time. I'll be honest. Half the time, that's why I make the comments I do.
Matt always
just to see somebody get mad.
So Avery brings Jeremiah Melvin facts. Jackson brings facts like Derrick Henry sucks and has sucked since he's been to Baltimore.
But I make you money.
And every year, there's one team from every conference in the top 25. You are going to make me, and I'm pissed off you're going to make me do this. I'm going to research this tonight and see if that's happened in the last 15 years. Back with you after this.
What's going on here?
The greatest party of all time! It's the best thing that's ever happened to me in my whole life!
Save the date for the biggest party of the football season. Join Pirate Radio on Thursday, September 10th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light. It's a night of great music, great friends, and pirate pride as the party returns to the Hilton Greenville and Greenville Boulevard. This year's special guest is ECU legend and Super Bowl champion Linville Joseph. Come welcome Linville back to Greenville, then dance the night away with live music from Trainwreck. Stay tuned to Pirate Radio for your chance to score free tickets to the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Kickoff Party. Brought to you by Greenville Utilities, Jones, Covey & Company, PA, Capital Subaru of Greenville, KDL Construction, New Blue, Patio and Hearth Shop, Orthopedics East, IBC Roofing, and Carolina Eagle Distributors. Party like a pirate with Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is closer than you think, right outside your front door. With service from American Airlines, you're now connected to destinations around the world, all from PGV. Skip the long lines. Avoid the congestion of larger airports. Fly local and enjoy a faster, easier travel experience. Whether it's business or your next getaway, Pitt Greenville Airport gets you there with ease. Start your journey today at flypgv.com or AA.com. Pitt Greenville Airport. Fast, convenient, and close to home, where the Pirates fly.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
What's up, Pirate Nation? Kyle Gaines here from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Breaking news, letting you know about the Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Used Car Advantage 3-month, 3,000-mile powertrain warranty on all of our used vehicles that are 2015 and newer with less than 125,000 miles. It's a peace of mind when you buy here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We have a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, budget-friendly, $5,000 and up. So come check us out at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and rentafishtank.com.
Hi, this is Morgan Ehlers, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live and You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. A look at the stock market for you. The Dow was up 907 points and closed at $54,085. The NASDAQ was up 671 points and closed at $26,584. And the S&P closed at 136 points in the positive and closed at $7,736. That is a look at your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's send it back in for the wrap-up of our show. Here's Clip.
Jackson tried to end the show early because he knew I was about to bring facts to his discussion. As we wrap it up, I went back to 2015. Jackson claimed that just about every year, pretty much every year, there are teams from the group of 5. Each conference is represented in the top 25. I've found 3 years where 3 conferences are represented.
3 years or 3
Never seen 4 or 5 different conferences represented. Last MAC school, PJ Fleck rowing the boat with Western Michigan in 2016. So I'll keep looking, but I know I will not find a year where all group of 5 schools
Fair enough.
were in the top 25. And look, that's why I'm here, folks. I want to bring the facts. Avery brings the Melvin facts. I bring the overall facts. And we need an opinion hot take guy, and that's what Jackson is. So keep doing your job and doing it well.
I don't know if that should be a good thing if I'm doing it well or if it's a bad thing I'm doing it well.
It's good for me. And us.
It's good for my number.
It's entertainment.
Appreciate you, gentlemen. Thank you for taking us through this journey on this Tuesday. We will see you Wednesday on a new edition of Pirate Radio Live. The all-time leading rusher and ECU Hall of Famer Junior Smith will join us on the show. We'll talk some high school football. Ryan Bowie from South Central, also Ken Wallington, Donnell Coley, and more. Talk to you then. For the crew, I am Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern